This is a HeadGum podcast.
Everyone, and welcome to this special Unlock the Vault edition of We Hate Movies. I'm Andrew Jupin alongside Eric Siska, Steven Zack, and Christopher Cabin, all in quarantine, of course.
Yeah, that's funny. We're in the vault and we're letting stuff out of it. We're trying to make room for us in the vault.
Exactly. Making room for air to breathe also.
Please don't hurt the Superman. Please, just take us. Keep us.
This is an unlocked episode of our previously released on Patreon only Man of Steel. Never before offered to the public in this free fashion, but we're just we're playing a little bit of catch up here, wheeling and dealing with this fucking virus outside. So we just needed a week of catch up. So we decided, hey man, this is a great episode that had a good response to it. So we're offering it to you guys on the free feed this week.
Eric, there's another reason we're doing this. What's that reason?
Oh, the reason is we have the Justice League Mentary. We have a commentary track to the Justice League that is out now. You can check out a preview of it on youtube.com/WeHateMovies, but it is on Patreon at the $8 level. And if you unlock that, you unlock everything, including this Man of Steel episode, but there's tons and tons of other full-length episodes on there, recorded in studio like you like it, and it'll be just sign up, folks.
Yeah, we got a ton of great stuff on there. We've done episodes. We used to do a We Hate Movies feed that was this. We did an episode on Bright. Jungle to Jungle is on there.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
He's tested positive.
Yes, he did. And now it's turned into a We Love Movies feed. So on that feed, you'll get an episode on Star Wars and Return of the Jedi. Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi is on the free feed.
This is the thing. I mean, we've got so much fucking content. We're mixing up what's where.
We don't even know what we've done.
And actually, I'm going to announce it right now. I'm announcing it.
Oh shit, do it.
Coming in April, this month that we're in now, we're going to be releasing on this feed a never before done episode on John Carpenter's The Thing.
That's right. And that is going to coincide with the brand new episode you will hear next week, which is John Carpenter's Vampires.
Yes.
A great movie.
Absolutely. Totally great. Well, I'll say this, Chris Cabin, as far as I know.
Yes.
Daniel Baldwin's best movie.
It might be true. It might just be true.
Absolutely.
It's not pornography, so it counts.
Oh, he's counting it if it is, dude. So that's it. Please enjoy this episode of Man of Steel. Patreon.com/WeHateMovies for more titles. And stick to this free feed, of course, for new episodes every Tuesday and every Monday and Thursday during this obnoxious COVID-19 time we're all living in. Melrose 210. Twice a week, we are talking about episodes of Melrose Place and Beverly Hills 90210. The response to that so far has been really great. You guys are digging on that. So if you haven't checked that out yet, that is on this very feed where you got this episode as well. Gentlemen, am I forgetting anything else?
No, that's it. Except, you know what? Have fun out there.
Have fun in there. Thank you, Chris Cabin. Stay the fuck inside, everybody. All right, here we go, gang. Man of Steel. We'll catch you next week with Vampires. Enjoy. On this month's bonus episode of We Hate Movies, we're talking about that first Zack Snyder superhero fiasco. It's Man of Steel. I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Zack.
Chris Cabin.
I'm Eric Siska.
And we hate movies. We Hate Movies. Thank you for tuning in as always. Thank you for subscribing to our Patreon.
I'm just digging out from all the tweets. Actually, Watchmen came out before Man of Steel. I just want to all of the tweets can stop.
What did you do? You know what? Everybody knew what I fucking meant.
I know, but I'm just letting you know.
Well, yeah. You meant the DC.
Yeah, and that's a movie. By the way, The Watchmen is a movie that's ultimately totally forgettable. I will never watch that movie
No,
again.
why would you?
No, I mean,
I saw it once in the theaters. It was like me, Steve's brother, Steve's brother's girlfriend at the time.
Yeah, man.
And we all kind of left the theater like like just nothing. Nobody had anything to say.
It's shattering indifference.
The first time I saw your brother speechless, that's for sure.
I think it's his best movie, though, right?
really?
It is.
It is.
I would agree with that.
I don't know. That fucking hallelujah.
Yeah, I think it's his best movie.
But like Eric, if it's not his best movie, like what else are we dealing with?
Dawn of the Dead remake.
Oh, actually, that's true.
right. I
Dawn of the
always
Dead is
forget
his
that.
best movie.
No.
What do you? Then what is it, Cabin?
I think it's Watchmen. I said Watchmen. I
boy.
stick with Watchmen.
Yeah,
Okay, the most.
You know what, you guys? We
contrarian
all
film
sound the
critic.
same. I can't figure out.
I
who's
think
saying
I
what.
would give Watchmen like a C+, and I would give Dawn maybe a C or a C-. It's fine. I would rather rewatch Watchmen than.
I think I'd rather watch Man of Steel.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Okay, so it's okay to like a movie, everyone.
Mhm.
I actually think the first like half of this movie is decent, and then it really just shits the bed so hard.
I think so too.
It turns into Rock'em Sock'em Robots, and
Oh,
then like
man.
any and all
I think
story
it's a
just goes
fucking
away.
Airplanes falling out of the sky. What am I watching?
By the way, this is from 2013, directed by Zack Snyder.
And by the way, this is written by David S. Goyer, who also wrote Blade Trinity. That's
good
also-
Goyer.
You just got Goyered.
That is,
You just got Goyer.
I like
I
these
wish-
cues we got on.
yeah. All that Patreon money we got. We got this new sound machine.
Man, if there was
That's
a
the only
soundboard,
sound we have.
if this was a soundboard show, it would be an annoying show, like more annoying than this show
What?
already is.
No.
Tom Noonan.
Yeah, exactly.
No, man, we're gonna get an Arnold soundboard and make some prank calls. Now, how are you?
Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson.
I'm a cop, you idiots.
Sven Thorson.
Okay, now that you've unsubscribed from Patreon,
Yes. Smart move, by the way.
Van Mendelsohn.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of those like where to begin. Everybody knows this is just the Superman story.
I can tell you my experience seeing this movie, which includes something about this that I think we need to talk about.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let's
It
do
was
it.
the only screening I've ever been like genuinely late to, because the fucking trains in Astoria went down. Surprise!
and that theater
man.
blew up,
And
and
then it
you
did.
just survived by the skin of your teeth.
So I am running.
Where's the screening?
The 66 AMC. I forget if it's an AMC or a Regal.
Okay, what screen is it though?
It's the big one. It's the big
Number
one.
one.
You're
Okay.
talking about Lincoln Square?
Yeah, the Lincoln Square
It's a
66.
Lowe's.
It's a Lowe's. Okay.
Did you have to go to the bathroom?
I did not.
Did
But
you get popcorn?
I did not. What do you want to know?
I'm
if I
just
got
trying to
Sour
know
Patch
the-
Kids or do you
How
just-
you watching a movie without popcorn?
Are you wearing shorts or are you not wearing shorts?
I am wearing shorts.
Okay, good. It was the summer. It's summertime.
Yes.
Thank you for your popcorn. All right,
Um,
let's go on with the story.
I was running, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna be late. Oh God, I'm gonna be late. Oh God." I get into the theater. I'm like, "Oh, maybe I'm not gonna be late." And I stop dead because I see that fucking standee of Man of Steel with the National Guard.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Wait,
like,
what?
hey, they're all Men of Steel, and if you're a National Guardsman, you can't get shot and die.
Dude, isn't
that
it
true?
fucked up how we do that shit?
It is.
Like we do that at the fucking NFL all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just this bullshit like recruiting thing. Like, hey, dude on the couch, how about you sacrifice your time, energy, and potentially your life for the United States?
Are you ready for some propaganda?
Exactly.
They made a whole like documentary series about like
Superman?
Zack Snyder
Oh,
like followed National Guardsmen and like for a whole campaign to go along with Man of Steel.
How much Three Doors Down is in that documentary?
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
How about what was that song? Citizen Soldier?
Superman or Kryptonite.
You can call me Superman.
Oh.
If I'm alive, well, you be down there holding my hand.
It's raining outside while we're shooting this video, yeah.
Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson.
Vera Farmiga.
So we open on Krypton.
Yeah, we do.
This is a good sequence.
I'm against it.
I'm against it as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
fitty.
Yes, it's fitty. I actually liked this stuff. I don't know why.
I do love beige Avatar.
No way. It looks better than beige Avatar. I'll tell you what, I watched it in 4K HDR. I think that shit is stunning. I would watch the fucking Zod Jor-El prequel. I really would.
I think that Patrick Wilson...
Now you've done it.
Incorrect statement. Not Patrick Wilson.
No, I think that Russell Crowe is good as Jor-El.
Yes.
And that is the end of it.
Yeah.
So
that's about right.
You don't like any of the production design? Does it not match anything in the comic books?
No, I mean, it's close to some of the comic stuff. Here's the thing. I don't understand in societies when we can fly why we're riding dragons like it's the fucking Flintstones. Do we strap together eagles to fly? Like, is that how we get around?
Them flying themselves because they can't fly on Krypton.
Yes, no. I mean, they have machines that let them fly.
Yeah. I thought you meant like.
Oh no. But like
when Earth affects them, and
I will give you that Jor-El riding the dragon is the little prequel Star Wars prequel.
And there's a fucking outright bantha in one of the scenes.
There is.
Like, we're living.
And you know what? They did more with those things than the prequels did.
Sure.
Yes, it is very prequel-esque, but like, I don't know. I find it watchable. I found it watchable the only other time I saw this movie, which was in the theater.
Ditto.
My wife was very mad I dragged her to this movie because I've talked about this before, but I came out totally like with Superman blinders on. It was like, that was great. That was fucking great. And she was like, I'm going to have dinner alone.
Smart lady.
No, I saw this. I thought it was okay with the intention that the next one was going to be better. And then the next one was the worst movie I've ever seen.
I had to review this and it was the most, when I was at Slant, and it was the most read article. Also about 55 different versions of how I'm going to get raped and killed in the comment section over this thing.
The internet's terrible.
I guess, I mean, it's Patreon. We could list them all.
I could out all these people, I guess.
So yeah, we open up on Krypton. It's Jor-El going up in front of the council. He's like, "Hey guys, by the way, it's Krypton. You know what happens on Krypton, right?" Like,
you guys have seen these other movies, right?
So I got a question for you, Steve. I thought this was perplexing, and maybe I heard something wrong. I was like, I'm not rewinding this fucking 2.5 hour movie.
You can't turn back, dude.
No
That's
way.
the thing.
They mined coal.
yeah,
They said Krypton. They were mining coal, and Jor-El's like, he's all like, well, mining all that coal was a mistake. You mined too much.
I don't think they used the word coal.
I thought they did.
No.
I think I might have heard coal as well. I thought I misheard it as well, and it's exact same thing where I was like, I'm not rewinding this, but
Maybe it was Coel.
yeah. That's his cousin. Hey man, it's me, Coel.
I'm gonna get my job back one of these days.
Side
They
note,
closed all the Coel mines.
is Jor-El like Jerome and he's just Jory to everyone else?
Well,
No,
L is the last name.
Yeah, it's
Is
House
it?
of L.
House of
yeah.
L.
House of L, dude.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
That
so you
fucking S's.
Yeah.
You probably just call him Joe. Hey, Joe, what do you
Joe.
want?
Oh, like J.
You lost another dragon last week. Let me get you another dragon. You know,
Fuck me, Jory.
Fuck me, Jory.
I don't know.
That's what Laura said. Laura
that's
L
what,
or
That's
whatever.
what Laura is.
Wait,
yelling.
Is it Lara?
Yeah, I think it's Laura.
Laura L?
I think it's Laura Zor-El, actually.
Oh, she
really?
hyphenated.
Okay.
Good for her.
What about Zuel?
Oh, that's the destroyer.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hilarious that he has to go before this council and be like, you know what was a bad idea? Tapping the core of this planet. That was probably a mistake. And they're all like,
Maybe.
He's like, I got a great idea. What if we saved only my son? And everyone's like, "Fuck you! Get back in line."
Well, there
Like,
aren't any other kids.
Yeah. That's
They're all pods.
They're all like little pod people, matrixy things.
But like, what's the deal though? Because they definitely make the statement that he's like the first. Oh, it's the first natural birth.
Yeah,
that's what
it's
it
like
is.
Demolition Man, essentially.
Except,
Like everybody's been doing the 3 seashells, and then fucking Stallone wants to fuck.
3 seashells is
true.
about your asshole and wiping it.
Well,
Oh,
that's-
I just figured he
wait,
did all of the things with 3
hold
seashells.
on a second. That's not where babies come from.
Oh man.
From the bum? No.
So Jor-El is
Yeah.
the one guy on Krypton
Uh-huh.
who thought to fuck.
Yes. That's
And it-
what they're telling you.
Well, he's the world's greatest scientist. He's figured it out.
Right, or
And warrior.
That's true.
is it just he's the only person like not shooting blanks? That's the other thing. Like, or
It's
do
either that-
people recreationally fuck?
Well,
Steve,
Oh, of
go.
course. Of course.
Do they?
Yeah,
all do?
you can't have a society where people don't recreationally fuck. That doesn't make any sense.
are you sure? Because Zod is acting awfully backed up
Well,
here.
Zod's a fucking incel. Dude.
Yeah, that's
Guaranteed.
absolutely sure.
I tried to date Laura Azor in high school. She
Fora
fucking
or
turned me
whatever the
down.
fuck her name is.
That rotten bitch.
Oh my god!
This is General Zod talking.
Yeah,
Is
that's
the-
a villain.
Is
It's a
that
villain.
what do you call it? What about that little weird Dark City Nazi that's hanging around with Zod this entire movie?
I thought that guy was the secret ringleader. Like it was going to be a Bane Talia Azul thing.
Yeah.
Because it was just like this dude who like I think it's Zod comes in and he's like the whole thing's tits up. This happened or whatever. He says like something went wrong with the plan. This guy's like, well, that's totally okay because we don't even need this anymore.
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, wait, are you the mastermind?
I think
Who
he's
is this guy?
the scientist.
Well, because he also shit talks Zod like right to his face.
Oh, wow.
It's like, why don't you shut your stupid fucking mouth? And he's like, you're absolutely right. On to the next part.
So
of
he's
this.
the general. Maybe he's like the Secretary of Defense or
Oh,
something.
I
He's the
see.
Colonel
Except-
Clink.
He
Or-
looks
or
like
he's
Stephen
kissing-
Miller, actually.
He's Kissinger.
Oh yes, of
Well,
course.
he's not just saying.
You don't have to worry, General Zod, because the Vietnamese people are not in fact people.
Oh no, actually, Jor-El, we will not put your young baby on that tray. It'll just be me. I must live forever.
We're gonna bring back coal mining to Krypton. We're gonna make Krypton great again.
I mean, that's kind of what this movie is.
Yeah.
Right? It's a natural resources movie.
Yeah, like it all gets plundered. This Judi Dench lady is like, no, we're not going to let you do this. By the way, we open on actually Superman being birthed in a very laborious labor.
Yeah.
Is that a CGI baby?
Maybe.
Looked a little bit like a CGI
I think
baby.
it goes off and on. I think there's some.
yeah, no,
scenes.
there's definitely real baby later,
Yeah.
but that first shot, I was like, that's a CGI
Well,
baby.
At first, I thought there was 3 nipples. Like, ooh, what an interesting choice.
It was a terrible omen for me that this opened. Like, you remember the fucking even Superman Returns doing the whole like ba ba da ba like big
yeah.
fucking thing. The first thing I hear, intense pain.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing: this movie can have no joy, zero joy to be
There
had.
you go.
That's the
'cause
problem.
It's grim and dark.
It's a grimdark. Speaking of
Is that the name of the thing he flies?
Grimdor.
he comes in. Shannon comes in as General Zod. He blasts this Judi Dench lady right down. to
Boy,
hell.
oh boy, this
I
old
love
lady
this.
gets fucking wrecked.
I love seeing a good military coup, and I feel like Zod is right here because these people have fucked the planet.
Yeah.
Zod is totally right. He's like, wait, you're trying to tell me that you fucking started mining the core of this planet? What the fuck did you think was going to happen, Judy?
Jor-El should join him because Jor-El's just like, well, killing is wrong. What, these people killed the fucking planet.
That's exactly right.
Jor-El is a piece of shit.
What I don't understand, I also don't understand. Like when he sets up this fucking baby flight, it's the world's biggest spaceship that could fit 1,000 people on it.
Yeah.
Well, you need a bunch of like cushioning things so
for
the
the
baby,
baby.
doesn't fall all over
You
the
gotta
place.
see the baby. You gotta protect the baby.
Laura Zor-El, you gotta come see the baby.
Jerry L and Elaine L are coming over tomorrow.
Oh, you think that's what happened? Like, Laura Zor-El like has the kid. Jor-El goes to the meeting. She's putting all these pictures on Facebook of the baby, and all of a sudden she's also putting a bunch of like propaganda stuff about how the planet's going to be destroyed in a couple of days, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so. She's doing both. You got to come out to Hampton and see the baby.
Hampton. He's
It's the luxury moon of
what
Krypton.
what everybody wants in this movie, which makes zero sense, is the Codex, which is our thing.
Yes.
Our MacGuffin, as a very smart people would say.
Codex. Now, this is what the DNA of every Kryptonian.
It's like a monkey skull with a bunch of shit on it.
Yeah,
It's
why is it a monkey skull?
I mean, because
But
evolution.
in reality, it's a USB drive with a fucking Superman symbol on it.
It's Gorilla Grodd's skull.
Oh shit!
They fucking did it, dude. They got him.
That extended.
He got extradited to Krypton and executed.
All them Trump boys went and killed Gorilla Grodd.
We have this skull and it will be our society. Oh my God.
Now we need every ruling member of Krypton to line up and jizz on this skull. Because it's all the DNA.
Get it? Oh yeah,
That's what's weird. It's like it's all the DNA from people from Krypton. So I guess because the plan at the end of the day is he's going to terraform Earth.
yes.
General Zod is and recreate Krypton, and then I guess like clone all those people.
Off
Yeah.
that monkey skull.
That's weird.
Yeah, why bother? How about new subjects? What's wrong
Exactly.
with
Well,
that?
well, because he
Fresh
doesn't,
blood.
he doesn't
Subjects.
believe in that because he believes in eugenics.
Oh, that's
he's
right.
Like, ew, you fucked your wife. Hey, ew, you fucked your wife. You had sex with your wife?
Wait, is your wife a member of your family? What about the bloodline?
Well, through marriage, she is.
Doesn't count.
You put your what where? What?
Just please tell me she's your cousin. But please tell me that at least.
This is a war to fuck our cousins.
Every time they kept saying Codex with all these people on it, I just kept picturing Rolodexes.
Yeah.
Remember Rolodex?
How about Filofax?
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. So that whole you just made me think. Is Earth and Krypton? Is this Shelbyville and fucking
Springfield, yeah.
Kind of a little bit, yeah.
Right, yeah,
like they want to marry their
They-
cousins? That's the whole fucking thing.
They
That's
took our lemon tree. We're going to Earth.
And they get into a fight because Jor-El, as we know, can fucking fight in this movie.
Jor-El's fucking fighting. You better believe it.
He's got like he cuts Michael Shannon. He fucks off on a dragon. We get like a heist scene of this monkey skull,
Yeah.
which
Sure.
is very easy.
You just like have to dive really far underwater, swim back up, steal that skull. It's kind of like Legends of the Hidden Temple when I think
The
about
computer makes a big deal, like, oh, if you go there, you will be severing the fucking thing, and like it's like a jog. It's like a little like putty paddle.
it. Well,
like,
no, the computer's like, hey man, if you're doing this, it's going against like all laws of Krypton.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Russell Crowe's like, Krypton is
yeah,
dead. Fuck off,
computer, have you not noticed all
Yeah,
of this?
totally. Hey,
Jesus
sentient
Christ!
computer, did you take a look outside? The fucking sky is burning.
And then Zod keep following him around. We finally get back to the House of El. We put the baby in the thing, and the baby goes off. You know, and it's good. I kind of like a nice big silver Krypton for me. You know, like
And this is what, copper or something? I'm trying to understand the difference.
No, I'm just saying I enjoyed the 1979 version. Of
Where
it.
everything's just
Oh.
like gross and weird.
It's
and-
awesome.
Yeah. It's all right.
That's a good movie.
It's oh yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
It's better than Bryan Singer's weird fucking crystal dreams.
I mean, but the crystals were in the other movies too.
Yeah, but wasn't it like more of a role in that second or in that Superman Returns?
I haven't
movie?
seen it in a while. I haven't seen, but the weird thing about that movie, I actually really like that
I
movie.
really like that movie. a lot.
That movie is kind of what we do with the Star Wars movies now, which is like super faithful to what it's supposed to be. Like we're using the same musical cues. We're using like we're setting it in the same world.
Right.
But back then, for some reason, I was like, it's the same fucking thing. And I mean, like, I think people were wrong about that movie personally.
I do too.
Wrong. What was that Kevin Spacey line?
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. Is like it's kind of hard to be like what the internet friends will call a stan for that movie. It's like, what are you fucking gonna watch Kevin Spacey? It was like, no.
Wait, a what?
A stan. It's a super fan.
stan?
A
Yeah.
super fan.
Like Eminem
What?
Stan, the
What?
guy who
Hold on a second.
wrote letters to him in his song.
Wait. So
That's what that is?
Yeah.
It's derived from that.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it's not from South Park Stan Marsh.
Not that I know
Not
of.
that I know
That
of,
is
but you
so
might be
bizarre.
right.
No, I don't.
All I know
have
is
a fucking
stan
idea.
means extra super fan.
It just makes sense to me that it would be an Eminem.
Interesting, man.
One, that's really stupid, but two, you'll be shocked to know it turns out I don't listen to Eminem at all.
This
Here's
was
the
back
thing,
in the
guys.
day when Eminem actually was like everywhere.
I don't give a fuck
I was
when it
trying
came
to,
out.
I was trying to listen to your Man of Steel podcast, and nowadays we call superfans glorps, and you were saying stands. And I'm just saying it didn't age well.
Welcome back to Your Uncle Explains the Internet. No, but it's hard to be a super fan of that movie because of the Kevin Spacey thing. It's
Well,
like-
this was my theory about Kevin Spacey movies. We've talked about this at length, Steve Zack. That notion of, and it doesn't happen in Superman Returns, unfortunately. I feel like you can still gleefully watch any Kevin Spacey movie where he meets a brutal death at the end. So,
Baby Driver.
yeah, so we're talking Baby Driver. We're talking LA Confidential, 7, absolutely.
American Beauty. Spoiler alert, by the way.
But unfortunately,
My Nazi plate.
that huge like Krypton mountain only falls and crushes Cal Penn.
Well, yeah, I mean, but that Superman Returns is worse.
Lex Luthor gets away at that.
Yeah,
at the end
Yes,
of
he
that movie,
does.
right?
But like, that's even. I mean, that's Kevin Spacey being directed by Bryan Singer. That's like
Yeah,
the
that's-
Legion of Doom.
yeah, actually, you're totally right.
No, I mean, like, they fuck off. This baby goes away.
Baby goes away.
The dragon dies.
Oh,
but
that poor dragon's heart gives right out. It's like the fucking horse in True Grit.
as the cock ship is fucking raging
Dude,
through the.
have you seen these gigundo dildos?
I mean, we get to super dildo territory because
oh my god!
all the ships look like dicks.
It's the
That's
dildo
just-
with like the
hold
suction
on a
cup on the
second.
bottom of it. You stick it on a table.
Yes,
That's
no.
just spaceships. That's just how they look like.
Eric, these were fucking 7 gray veiny cocks.
What is it?
The dreadnought does not look like a penis. This looks like a penis.
this looks a lot like a penis
I've
because
seen some weird penises. But go
Stop
on.
saying this. Say they because there's like a fucking dozen of them.
that's what Michael Shannon gets like sucked into.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're turning into me a dildo.
Yeah,
Fuck.
their punishment is to sit in a dildo inside a spaceship in the Phantom Zone. My God, what a punishment. Oh my God, I'm trapped in a dildo for a millennia.
Shit, Gorilla Grodd. Gorilla. No.
I would like to point out that many people would love to be trapped in a dildo
Yes.
or have a dildo trapped in them, and that's fine.
But no, these look like dildos. So the baby gets away. Zod kills Jor-El.
When this
with
was
like a
problem
RoboCop
I had.
knife.
Yeah, RoboCop knife, which was kind of surprising. But like, man, way to just fucking curl up and die, Jor-El.
Mhm.
Like Russell Crowe, no line, no anything. He just falls over.
This
in
is
like
not
6
the end
seconds.
of Russell Crowe in this film.
No.
I'll tell you that
I
much.
guess that's true, but like, do anything.
No. Why would you do anything when you can do nothing?
I mean, he did. He got his child off the planet.
Yeah, he
what
did.
did he have left to live for? The place is blowing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's true.
they have the last meeting of Krypton Congress has to do with punishment. It's not like what do we do with these records? How do we get anyone off? It's like, all right,
Yeah.
the only people going to get off are these fucking criminals. As the world is ending, they get put into dildos. It looks like they like get frozen into dildos. It seems.
Mhm.
Well, I think it's like that weird, like sort
Jelly?
of jelly thing comes up, hardens, and then the dildo like closed around them.
I
So
see.
you're stuck essentially in like a carbonite thing of lube that's like frozen.
Sounds awesome.
Pod tear. We actually have like no
Huh?
energy left.
No.
We really need to put them. Can't we just kill them?
No, we will send them to the Phantom Zone, which is a fate worse than death. But I actually mean not, because they'll live
Like-
forever and we'll be dead in like 5 minutes.
No, but seriously, we don't have like ship, like the fuel for the
No,
ship.
And
Like that's not happening.
No one figured out. Like for some reason, when Krypton does explode, they just get released.
Yeah,
Like, there's
exactly.
there's like a. How does that even work? There's like a mechanic, like a little like some type of signal that goes out that lets them out.
I don't
guess-
understand because Michael Shannon, shockingly, this character has to like blow through how they were freed.
Yeah.
I don't know who's waking up when and why.
No, it doesn't make a ton of
Because the
sense.
sentence is something like 300 cycles, whatever
Yeah.
that means in the Phantom
Mhm.
Zone. I don't know what like a Kryptonian year is like.
It's like 30 days. It's a month.
It must be 33 years because they break out right when Kal-El's fucking 33rd birthday happens.
Somehow, no one told me that being stuck in a mirror would make more sense. Like literally, that makes it's like, oh, they got stuck in a mirror and then the mirror broke.
But this is a different kind of like Phantom Zone.
Yeah, it's like a
though.
different. It's like
I feel if they're
like
in
an
that
area.
Yeah, they're in that big spaceship. Like
I think it's more akin to Supergirl's Phantom Zone with Peter O'Toole.
It is actually.
And I think that means that those Kryptonians could have fucking figured out living there. Just go in the Phantom Zone, see if you can like build some condos, like start small. There's not a lot of you left anyway.
Well, they start like roaming the galaxy for like other Kryptonian artifacts and stuff, and like
that's the biggest cock up of this whole thing. Is we're told like they at one time, and this is amazing because again it mirrors what we're doing here on Earth, but like they were obsessed with like exploring the galaxy, and they sent out all these Kryptonian explorers to make all these settlements and blah, 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 blah. One of them indeed went to Earth. So like all these people were out there. And then one day the Kryptonian government was like, space exploration isn't that important. You know what it is? Drilling the asshole out of our planet. So they abandoned space exploration, but apparently didn't tell any of those people.
Their space exploration is also a bit imperialism because they wanted to terraform all these planets.
They did.
Right.
And
then
I don't think they were going to like save people.
No, I thought it was just like going and finding alternative places to live.
They
say it specifically that they were going to terraform the
places. But they
places.
find dead Kryptonians
Yes.
that they were on site, and then the xenomorphs got them.
This movie,
they cut off funding, and the xenomorphs got. I told them.
This movie does kind of parallel some of Prometheus, which came out a year before this movie.
It looks, I mean, honestly, like, but the weird thing is, like, with all these like abandoned Kryptonian settlements that have been terraformed, it looks a lot like when you see a closed Blockbuster, because like it looks exactly like a closed Blockbuster, and it can't be anything else. You have to do everything else different to it.
Yeah, that's why I was really surprised there was a place in our old neighborhood that was a huge Blockbuster, and it successfully transformed into an amazing barbecue restaurant. But when they were renovating that, I was like, well, geez, how are they going to make that not look like a Blockbuster? I was legitimately confounded.
Is it called Blockbuster BBQ?
It's called Strand Smokehouse in Astoria, Queens.
You can't keep that like the videotape thing because that's just so obvious. Even if you took the name off of it, you still know it's that.
Exactly. It was so tough, man.
All the meat is in like weird like VHS cases, kind of.
Dude, I'm not even joking you. The first time we went to that restaurant, I was like, am I going to see like a new release section? Like, I don't understand how they made this not look like a Blockbuster.
This reminds me of something. There was some website I found once, or blog or whatever. It was like, this used to be a Pizza Hut. And it's all photos of like these places or businesses that obviously was a Pizza Hut.
Absolutely right.
Fucking ridiculous.
There was a place in our hometown. You remember this, Chris? That it was a Pizza Hut, and then they turned it into I think it was like a Pakistani restaurant.
Yes.
And all they did was like the red like hat roof of a Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
They just like painted it brown. And I was like, that's clearly a fucking Pizza Hut.
Also, be on the lookout for friendlies out there.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Or the weird IHOP cathedrals. Anyway, we go.
Well, IHOP, great segue to later in the movie.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We'll
IHOP. But so we get to Earth. Superman gets to Earth. We're not doing a linear story, which is actually kind of good. Like we kind of. I will say the structure of this movie is better than it could be, insofar as we get Krypton, but we don't have to deal with like all. We do get those moments, but it kind of is interspersed with like undercover Superman, not unlike Undercover Boss, where he's kind of going around doing these blue collar jobs. Like, wait, are you Superman?
I was kind of into it.
Yeah.
Well, the first one, man, he drops in that like Mark Wahlberg oil rig movie.
Deepwater Horizon.
Yeah, because he's like a fucking fisherman. He's terrible at it. That's what's great. Our introduction to Superman is he's getting yelled at by some fishmonger.
That wasn't an oil rig. That was a black site prison.
Oh, fuck.
See, when Superman like holds the thing up while the helicopter escapes, Castor Troy jumps into the water.
Sorry, Gorilla Grodd, you're gonna have to die. I just really wish Gorilla Grodd was like in prison.
I'm gonna take Gorilla Grodd's face off.
Oh man, someone would recognize that face swap.
Dude, man,
That would be great. if he
face
just has a
swap
fucking-
with an ape.
Dude, a
Think
fucking
about
gorilla running around with Nicolas Cage's face on. That's bone
That's what
chilling.
they should have done in the War for the Planet of the Apes. Woody Harrelson puts Caesar's face on his own. He's like, now I'm commanding the apes.
Yeah, that's what
It's-
bad ape is.
Instead of Woody Harrelson just getting ape madness in that movie.
Yeah, man.
That was a misstep.
I got ape madness watching it.
So yeah, there's an oil rig that goes down, and Superman has to Superman, and he saves everything and takes that shirt off. And my goodness,
Dude, I was looking, by the way, first of all, he's fit as fuck. What a sexy dude this
Holy
guy is.
fuck, man.
But this was interesting, and I applaud the makers of this movie. They let him be hairy.
yeah,
He's got not only is his chest hairy, his fucking belly's hairy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got this beard. I'll tell you what,
I think it's Gorilla Grodd.
or because that's totally plausible. You're looking, dude. We closed a chapter with Logan. You can fucking open it with this Tom Welling. That's not what's his name?
Henry Cavill.
Henry
Henry
Cavill. I
Cavill.
can't keep all
Tom
these-
Welling is a small.
Smallville.
Yeah, I know. I can't keep all these supermen apart.
Well, I
That's
mean,
the first time anyone said Tom Welling in 6 years.
Oh, is that right? What do I win?
I think it unlocks a curse.
Hey, speaking of that Smallville show, you guys know about the woman from that show who's like a second in command of a cult in upstate
yes,
New
I
York?
have
Wait,
heard of
no,
this.
I don't. And how can I join?
I don't know. Just look up. There was an article in the Times about it because they got a lot of attention because they were branding women with a hot poker.
Yeah, it's a weird
Interesting.
sex cult.
And this woman
Really?
left acting to be the second in command. And cool fact, their headquarters in upstate New York, less than a mile from my parents' home.
Well,
Wow, it's in your school district.
well, she was recruiting people. That was the thing. She's like,
Yeah.
hey, you like Smallville?
Wait, is this like is it like Christ? What is it? Is it
No,
is
it's a
it
guy.
Moloch?
It's a
Moloch?
guy who went to RPI, which is Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, a real
they-
brain school.
Yeah.
What do they worship? Baal?
No, they worship this dude's fucking dick, dude.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
It's a sex cult.
It's a dick cult?
And this guy, you take
Wait,
one look at
hold
this
on a
guy,
second.
you're like, yeah, he's in a sex cult.
So anyway,
Can we get back to Greek Kal-El, please?
Yeah,
Dude,
so-
I got this guy talking dildos, this guy talking mystic cock. I need answers.
Man, Mystic Cock, that is not a pizza place you should go to.
Is that my dildo in
No, but it is your daughter.
there? So yeah,
Sex cult.
so Superman, a very hairy Superman saves the day.
Oh, I didn't finish my thought, though, about that.
Oh, please.
Or did I?
I don't know.
I'm just saying he would make an excellent Wolverine.
He'd be good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the next step is for any of this. Like after Justice League, like is Cavill sign on for one more movie? I guess he'll probably play Superman one more time. By the way, Cavill is totally good in this movie.
I think
And
he's a
totally-
good Superman.
He's kind of
Yeah.
totally good in all these movies. They just always give him dog shit to do.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like having a Marx Brothers movie and Groucho's out in the car. You need him. You
That's
need Superman.
A big problem.
Well,
That's why I used it as an
he
example.
can't. But there's just you cannot battle against Goyer. You can't do
I
it.
can't have a Zeppo the whole movie. Are you fucking kidding me?
And I mean, like that's the thing about Justice League. Why I grade it higher than all these movies. It's the only time like Cavill is like funny and like kind of smirking and like a likable Superman. It's the
He's
only
in
time
it for
that-
18 seconds.
But in those 18 seconds, he's able to
It was
show
the
more range. than
Best
he's-
18 seconds a Superman's ever been.
in this universe, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he it's my favorite part. So he's built like the Hulk. He escapes this oil rig thing, and then he just finds some house and grabs clothes. Like, is it Rob Gronkowski's house?
If you'll notice, I think what he steals are like pants that would go over other pants.
Yeah.
And a huge jacket.
Yeah,
It's not like somebody's t-shirt.
is it the Big Show's house? Like who is like this guy cannot just grab
Yeah.
someone's shirt and put
It's
it on.
The estate of Andre the Giant.
That belongs in a museum.
So do you.
Oh my God, Indiana Jones getting under the giant relics. Relics around in the giant. You know, Shala, that's the glass that Andre the Giant drank a whole liter of vodka in.
Hey, Sala, this is the unitard that he wore at SummerSlam 87.
I can smell it from here, Indy.
Hey, son, I think that's one of the tassels from the Ultimate Warrior.
So he steals clothes, and then he's like kind of hitchhiking, much like which Superman is it? Where he's also hitchhiking? Oh no, excuse me,
That's the Hulk.
Nope, I'm thinking of yes, the Hulk did hitchhike. I'm thinking of the 1990s Captain America. Remember that movie where he's got a fucking hitchhike?
He's hitchhiking in Superman 2, actually.
Oh, okay. So I am actually thinking of a Superman movie and not a 1990s
He
Captain America
hitchhikes to Antarctica.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's kind of
Penguin picks him up.
So he goes to. I love these movies. All of these, every single Superman movie has the same thing where someone sees fucking Clark Kent, 6'5", 341 pounds, all muscle.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, skinny. And he just starts like shoving him. Like, and there's always some.
First of all, he's not skinny. That's the exact proportions of the president. It's pretty close.
It is actually pretty close.
What's awesome is you can't even attribute it to that dude being drunk because he threw his first beer on Superman's head.
It's like this guy, you're being a lout in a bar, and this huge dude's like, hey, man, why don't you fucking relax?
Yep.
And like, you're like, hey, pussy, and you start shoving him, and I'm like, dude, this guy is 3
here's
feet
the
taller
difference.
than
He's alpha, Steve. Come on, you can't be a
Thank you,
beta.
Chris. And he's got tenacity.
Thank you.
And a lot of these run-of-the-mill tough guys,
Oh man, run of the mill toughs.
they're mama's
They'll,
boys.
they'll
They care.
fold. They'll fold if you push them.
Exactly, because
Same-
they're Martha lovers.
Same thing as Christopher Reeve in Superman 2. That fucking like 60-year-old man starts being like, hey, string bean. And it's like, dude, that guy is
Well,
enormous.
that guy, see, these people, like that guy was probably like fighting in Korea or whatever.
I
And
see.
he's just like, you know, the certain type of like
Racist.
masculine brain is
Uh-huh.
like pea-sized that thinks that they're forever 25.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you see him out there.
Never saw
Even
garbage
if-
eat garbage before.
Even if the guy could fold you like a letter and put you in an actual envelope. Like,
Well, I better talk back to him because I want to be a man today.
It's like Stone Cold Steve Austin is wearing glasses, and you're like, hey, Stone Cold Steve Austin, fuck you.
I know that's you. You belong in a museum.
Martin Short picking on Stone Cold.
Exactly.
What's annoying though is like his revenge is this dude is a trucker,
Mhm.
and Superman's revenge
An
is
ice
he
road
takes
trucker.
It
Sorry
might
to
be.
correct you.
He he takes this rig and like puts a bunch of electric poles through it.
Very smart, because him not having that truck to make ends meet actually kills him.
Yes.
Oh, that's
really
actually-
for true.
Wow, I take my criticism back.
He fucking eats a bullet out back. right?
Yes. Oh, he ruined his livelihood. Man,
Man.
that's ice cold.
You think the X-Files investigated that? Because it's like the truck is
Yep.
sitting atop poles.
I
Like,
definitely think
what?
so.
Scully, you think it was a Sasquatch?
Yeah, I definitely think they did that, especially because I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be like somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, maybe.
No.
I.e. Canada.
Yeah.
No, Mulder. Obviously, the truck grew legs that were wood.
There are 100 things that could explain this.
You know, I don't care what anybody says. I am so glad to have that show back for one last go round.
How is it? Because I've just been not watching.
It's been fun.
I fell off the first relaunch.
It's the first relaunch, a little bit of a misstep. There were
Okay.
some good eps in there, but overall not great.
Mhm.
This is fun.
Okay.
I think they sort of like took some notes.
But I kind of have to watch that first relaunch to watch it.
No, just watch the last episode of it.
to
Okay.
see Joel McHale as Alex Jones, right?
Pretty much, yeah. And thankfully that hasn't returned yet.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Mulder and Scully.
We have Fox Mulder back in the building, folks.
Can't you be in bed with a cigarette smoking
Mulder,
man?
you got to release the memo, all right?
Oh man.
No, Scully, if I take this powder, I won't get cancer. Don't I seem much more masculine and virile?
No, it's a chicken bone shake.
Wow,
And you
Mulder,
drink it in the morning.
your brain force is off the charts.
There's an episode here. I'll tantalize you a little bit.
I'm
There's
already
an episode in this new season. They just outright fuck.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
They
long
just
time coming.
Hold on
outright
a second.
fuck.
Fuck
It's
it.
a special episode. It was like as long as blue is the warmest color.
To, check to see if that's on demand.
So,
I'd like to demand that.
we're intercut with actually Superman growing up,
Right.
And Diane Lane is Ma Kent, as we know, Martha.
Earth
and-
Mama a bit, I would say, right?
And yeah.
I thought I got an Earth Mama vibe from her.
Yeah, I
was like,
think so. I think it's the thing that where like she's living in Kansas because that's where the son of a bitch she married decides to live,
Yeah.
and she's got to tone it down for the neighbors. Guaranteed.
can't smoke loud anymore.
And then,
Loud smoker.
and then you got
Oh, that Ma Kent? Yeah, she's a little bit of a loud smoker.
That's why they make you smoke outside now at work. You know, you can't just smoke in the
It means
building. It's
like
too
if you
loud.
get like really riled up.
Oh,
and
I
you're
see what
fucking
you're saying.
crazy.
Gotcha, I
Yeah,
gotcha.
like,
I'm smoking weed here.
there is,
It's on the Patreon. Don't worry.
and then you got Kevin Costner as Pa Kent. I mean, like, good gravy, is this guy unlikable?
I don't get it. And I don't, you don't get a lot of Pa Kent in that first Reeves go round.
Yep,
he
he just-
drops like a fucking fly.
And that sucks. It's Glenn Ford. He's amazing.
Yeah, but Kevin Costner's also amazing.
Kevin Costner can be amazing when he wants. Of course he can. What are you fucking talking about?
He can. I was
2 words.
responding to that.
Elliot Ness.
Okay.
I don't mind Pa Kent in this. I
But
gotta
like,
say.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
He's a coward.
Well, I mean, he's human.
Here's the thing. Pa Kent, I feel his motivations are a little more selfish than you may think. His whole
Lay it
thing
out.
is like, listen, I know that someday the world is going to find out about you.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be alive when it
No,
happens.
here is Pa Kent's thing: is he doesn't want Mulder and Scully to dissect him. That's this all
I would.
is.
That would
He's
make
like,
more sense.
Better
to me.
cut this farmer open, Scully.
Wait till they do it all the time. You might laugh about it, but I guarantee you,
Release the
US
memo, man.
the U.S. government has definitely dissected humans for a laugh.
And
Anyway, but yeah,
we get this first scene, actually, the school scene I actually really like. It's, he's kind of like an X-Man a little bit.
Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
He starts seeing some skeleton people, turns into They Live for 5 minutes.
I like
we
that.
got one that can see.
And so he runs in the closet, and then like Diane Lane is being very good, and she's like, just focus on my voice.
Big problem I have with this. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you,
please,
but
you're
it's fucking despicable. So he's having trouble in the classroom, right? And the teacher's like, Clark, did you hear what I said? Please answer the question. And he's freaking the fuck out. His ears are like going crazy, all this stuff. He's seen his teacher's skeleton, my God.
Yeah.
So he freaks out and runs away, right? As Steve said, he runs into this closet and everything. What we then see is like the teacher.
Yeah,
it's like the close up on the teacher, and she's like, come on, come out of there. What's going on? They cut back, and the whole fucking school is around this
Yep.
broom closet making fun of him.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's like when I
wait.
shit my pants in the first grade. Not everyone was waiting outside the bathroom waiting for me.
Wait,
That's how you
so
got away with it.
I found this very relatable because I think I told it once before, but when I was in a grade school, the bathroom was in the classroom. Like in the back, and
You're
I-
singing that
I
song.
was singing a song, and literally everyone was there to make fun
And-
of me.
But that's
when
in
I
the room.
came
It's
out
not
of
like the teacher's like, "Hey, come on, kids, go look."
Like
go
the
look."
teacher
I don't
needs
know,
to be like,
man.
I have to go see what's wrong with Clark. Put your head down and read chapter 3.
Also, this is what they have vice principals for. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
go deal
I'm
with
just
it.
Get
saying-
Danny McBride out there.
There's a lot of bad schools out there. You guys might not have gone to them, but
Big question though. Did you heat up the knob with your eye lasers,
I sure fucking tried.
or was it just a lighter?
No, nothing worked. I didn't carry a lighter in those days.
Oh, well,
We
that's
also
too bad.
see he's being the second scene is when they're in a school bus,
Oh.
accident. The bus goes off
Now,
the
what did the bully call him right before this? I
Dick
thought it was
Splash. I heard Dick Splash.
That's what I thought. I thought I hallucinated.
Dick Splash, but also where is this? Because I only wrote one of them down. I forgot about Dick Splash, but where is it that we're throwing in ass wipe?
It's a potty mouth
Yeah, it's
Superman
somewhere.
movie.
But like, isn't Dick Splash a compliment?
Yeah.
Like your dick
It's so
It's
big.
got such a force behind it
Yeah.
that it splashes. The water goes or whatever it is goes
No,
everywhere.
I think Dick Splash is like, you're pissing. Like he pisses
Oh.
his pants. You got a little Dick Splash.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Like a
that's what you know
splashback.
what?
no,
okay.
Eric, it's not a triumphant
Listen,
compliment.
let's not kink shame Superman.
Well, by the way, this bully begins by like asking him who he liked in the game last night.
Yeah.
Does any bully do that? I haven't heard.
No, the bullies never try to trick you. They go straight for the bullying.
Yeah. You're just a tiny little person. I'm going to bully you.
So they go off the thing. Superman saves the whole bus, and everyone's like, "Wow, that's really like a Superman."
Even the little fat kid who was bullying him, he goes back in the water. He's like it's great. He pushes the bus out, and you see Clark like looking at the bus. He takes like a quick head count. He's like, "All right, the bus driver's dead. That girl who was nice to me is here. The twins are all right."
That little girl had a heart attack. I can't help that.
Yeah, nothing to be done about that. Oh, where's that fat guy that was bullying me? And he goes back in the water and saves this kid.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to dig through the bodies and get to him.
And now there's a Final Destination plot going on in the back seat of this movie. That's why every single one of these students that survived this crash, you could see him in the background of Metropolis when shit goes down.
Oh, no. Oh, man, it was Tony Todd's master plan.
Exactly.
Oh, fuck. Tony Todd would make an awesome Superman villain.
And you see, this is a good message. It teaches you that when you save a bully's life, you give him the confidence to become an IHOP manager.
Yeah, that kid did not turn his life around.
That's the weird thing about the IHOP thing. It's the kid is Pete Ross, who's actually a Superman character. Whatever.
Oh my God! And what is he doing? Who does he become?
No, he's just like a guy from Smallville. Like,
That's what I respect about Superman. Sometimes people are just people.
He doesn't become like his spider villain. It could be
that's
like Black Widow or like
Everybody
Tarantula.
who fucking farts in those Spider-Man movies. It's like, hey, you see that kid who farted back there? You know who he becomes, don't you? Fuck you.
He's Pelican.
who's known for farting out of his mouth.
Yeah,
That's his superpower.
the Superman extended universe is a lot of, that's Superman's barber. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like kind of, it's not like, oh
It's
man, that
quaint.
guy's, yes,
It's
exactly.
quaint.
And I can totally respect that because it's just people and it's not like elbow nudging.
So that's Pete Ross. He's that kid.
Was he the manager of a diner or something?
But like the weird thing is like IHOP pays all this money, and I've seen this a couple times. Like it's this weird thing where you spend all this money on product placement just to denigrate your own employees because this kid's a punchline. You know what I mean? Like
he absolutely is.
The fact that he's a manager at IHOP, it's like, yeah, fuck you. Now you're manager at IHOP, but it's like,
could you imagine working for us?
I know exactly. You're spending all this money to fucking humiliate your employees,
and you could die.
Yeah,
Dude, it's the same thing later in the movie where it's like 7-Eleven. We could throw an alien right through our store.
Sears too.
Oh, Sears gets fucked up in this movie.
Do you guys know the numbers?
What?
$160 million of a $225 million budget from advertising.
nice.
Oof, that's
100 partners. 100 fucking advertisers are packed into this.
But
Really?
like, I mean, Wayne Enterprises has a truck there at the
Did
end.
I,
That was probably pretty pricey.
did I miss a Mountain Dew transformer?
I mean, what are they? What could they? IHOP, 7-Eleven. What else you got?
Sears.
Sears?
Nikon is all over this.
The cotton lobby, they're wearing cotton clothes.
Is the U.S. military one of those?
The National Guard, that would count.
Don't you want to be in the army?
Holy shit! Do you think taxpayer money went into Man of Steel?
It could have. That would not surprise me.
It
one
depends
bit.
if we release the memo or not. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
thing.
The memo. I hope the memo has this information. You know, I got in the mail today. I got this big envelope. It says from the United States Congress, official business. And this is all in the fucking return address, by the way. Like United States Congress, official business, paid for and mailed by taxpayer money. And I was like, oh my God, am I going down?
Was it a flyer for the Krypton series?
No, it was a fucking calendar from my state senator.
Well, that's nice of him.
No, it's not. One, nobody needs printed calendars anymore. Two, if you want to send me a calendar that I didn't ask for, fucking pay for it yourself. Don't make me pay for your own calendar.
It better be Dilbert. No, actually.
So we're intercutting this. Like, there's a lot of scenes of Clark and his father, and his father's like, "Look, we don't trust him out there." Blah blah blah. There's a lot of bullying. He's reading Plato at one point.
Well,
For what reason?
Fuck you, Chris. He's
To
deep.
Learn about the foundations of Western civilization because
I'm
that's
sure.
all Superman cares about.
And he brings a lot of that knowledge to bear when he's fighting a robot later.
And not a lot of Superman on the other side of the country.
Hold on a second.
The
Do you
world.
guys have a problem with Superman having a well-rounded education? You'd rather him just in PE?
Yes, I do.
So
I don't. It's just hilarious that they hang a hat on it like that. Like there's a close up, like Play-Doh.
No, you're right.
He-
Well, you're right.
I'm
just talking.
he finds a Kryptonian ship, and at the same time, like this Kryptonian ship I'm kind of confused as to why the government is there. They find it at the same
Because
time.
it's the X-Files. man.
Yeah.
They found there was some tremor.
They thought
And
it was
then-
a nuclear sub from the Soviet
Oh,
Union.
right. And
Yeah.
then,
This is also where we're introduced to Lois, by the way.
yes, Amy Adams as Lois, who does a totally fine job.
She's good in this.
She's
I-
great.
I actually
She's
think
good in this.
really
I mean,
good in this.
and it's just diminishing returns. It's like, what do
Yeah.
you want me to do in the next one?
Well, at least that next one's got bathtub fucking.
Mhm.
That's true. We could have used some bathtub.
we also
yeah.
we also get a scientist Schiff.
Richard Schiff.
Oh, yes.
Dr. Emil Hamilton. That's another Superman character.
Jesus
Ring the
Is
bell.
he, just,
Nice.
is he a
And-
regular guy?
Yeah, he's just a scientist. Sometimes
He's not
Yes,
like
he's
the-
just a scientist. Thank you.
He
Susan.
doesn't
He's not
turn into
like-
like a large snake or
Yeah,
anything.
or Mr. Electric Hands or whatever.
No, I mean, I'm sure the character's been around for like 50 years or 40 years. I'm sure at some point he's turned into a large snake, but I can't tell you one way or another.
But you know what? By the end of that issue, Superman got him turned.
Yeah, he
back.
figured it out.
Well, and also Captain Maloney would shoot him down.
This was Chris Meloni. This is one of the first post SVU.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
was like a big deal.
Oh, is
Like,
he
yeah.
gone from that?
Oh, he's
Oh,
way
yeah.
gone
That show
for
for like
a decade.
7 years.
I've only ever seen reruns.
Yeah, he's been gone for 7 years.
For quite some time.
So we're in Canada. I mean, we're in America, or wherever we are. And
It seems
Lois,
like it's supposed to be like Alaska or something.
yeah, Lois smuggles herself out of the Kryptonian ship. Clark is there, and she gets zapped by there's these little robots that do not want anyone on this
Yeah,
ship.
these little bug guys.
Mhm.
It's the same little flying thing that didn't know at the beginning of the movie that Krypton was going to explode.
Yeah.
It was the same thing.
Yeah, they're ignorant.
They're really dumb robots. And it shoots her right in the guts.
Yeah, and then Superman cauterizes the wound with his heat vision. Pretty cool.
Which wasn't bad.
Not
Yeah, a
bad.
little Superman surgery. I'm okay with
Not
that. He also fucking crushes this robot like John Belushi in Animal House. Just fucking smashes the fucking robot against his forehead. It's awesome.
Now Jor-El tells him who he is, and we get introduced to the Superman suit, which doesn't have underwear, which you could just keep.
No, I don't give a
wait.
shit about the underwear. Here's what I
I
care
didn't
about,
even
though.
notice. I thought it had underwear.
The black weird shit on the sides, this weird butterfly netting on the side of it.
What?
That's
Is he
I
gonna
did-
float? I mean, is he gonna float?
You
You
Yeah.
gotta let them
Spider-Man?
balls breathe, man.
all right.
But also, this is kind of convenient because how the hell did Jor-El know the exact shape that his son
That's a really good-
would grow up to
I'll
be? Because this thing, you need
Well,
a
this
gag
thing,
where
this
it's
is spandex, dude.
no, you need a gag where it's it doesn't fit, and then Jor-El goes, computer modify.
So
And
you
it-
want the gag from Back to the Future 2 exactly?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because who just is gonna guess
I mean,
about
if
a
they're-
fucking skin tight
If they're gonna
suit?
be stealing from Avatar and fucking Matrix, why not all the classics like Back to the Future too?
We'll talk about this.
Yeah,
after.
we'll fight later.
I wish
Jor-El, it's about your kids.
Well, that's my. So where was this 20-minute cutscene of fucking Jor-El recording all this shit before his kid went into the?
No. It's not
It's
pre-recorded,
not.
dude. It's his consciousness.
Yeah, watch.
So
a
he
fucking
just
movie.
put his consciousness but
It's like
how?
transcendence.
And
Oh,
then
oh,
and
Listen,
how?
it's like you make a Twitter bot of someone. Well, this is something Jor-El might have said, right?
Laura Zor-El is like, hey, can I get on? They're like, no.
No,
you're fine.
This is experimental
No,
technology.
Shut up. Shut up. I'm the scientist.
Laura, were you part of the skull? Because me and my cum are
Dude,
part of the skull.
Jor-El was a very old-fashioned dude. He's like, no, you're gonna have fucking regular childbirth, and you're gonna shut up while I do my science.
Yeah, the at-home scenes are not unlike Michael Shannon in Shape of Water.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's a traditional guy.
So yeah, I mean, and he gets the suit at this point. He learns he can fly. This is the closest thing we get to wonder and joy in this movie is sort of
Yes.
the figuring out the flying feat,
The training montage.
where he gets an epic fail.
Oh man, hey cool, he fell.
It's a compilation of my favorite epic fails of the Superboy.
I actually, you were just making me think I would love it if the guy whose fucking truck he ended was following him to the ends of the earth
Oh,
over
yeah.
this fucking truck. It was just mocking him while he tried to
Can I
fly.
just
Also, the bully should be played by Larry the Cable
Yes,
Guy.
at least
of
one.
course. But I would love a revenge movie. Like You only see Superman at the start and the end. And it's just this dude like, yeah, I'll fucking get him.
That dude is
I'll
like the
fucking
kid
get
in Better Off Dead where he's asking for the $2.
Yes.
He just keeps following Superman through the whole movie.
Who would win, Superman or the kid?
Lane Meyer.
The Golden Child.
No, or the kid from
Nice pull. Who? Superman or who?
Sam Costell.
Damn it!
Ty Cobb.
Well,
Superman.
I don't
In a
know.
racist heartbeat.
Ty Cobb was a mean son of a bitch.
I know. Superman or the kid from The Killing of the Sacred Deer.
Oh fuck!
Ooh.
Oh man, I have
He would be a
not-
good villain for
He would,
actually.
yeah.
He would trick Superman all sorts of ways.
I haven't seen it yet.
No spoilers. Just,
All right, no spoilers, but I think
Want to go in
that
cold?
kid might best Superman.
He could do it. He might just do it.
Wow.
Oh
nice
man,
pull.
fucking Amy Adams is just in a hospital bed.
Yep.
He's just like, fuck, I can't do anything.
Sounds like a spoiler.
That movie got fucking overshadowed this year. Let me tell you.
It was good.
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's his best since Dogtooth. Take that, The Lobster.
I like Alp. Nobody talks about his second movie. Alps is
Because it's
great.
not good. No,
I
it's
really
not.
like Alps.
Nah,
I thought The Lobster was a little forgettable.
Yes,
I didn't
agree
see
with
it.
that.
I kind of
Yeah.
skipped it.
it's fine. It's
Yeah.
totally fine.
So he learns to fly.
And I will say, all of the effects,
Yeah.
around this are great.
I mean, this movie's only 5 years old, so it's not like,
it looks good.
Yeah.
No, but we still have shitty CGI now.
Can I have a question? Is there a fucking blue sky in this entire movie? Everything is milky white. Every fucking shot
They
is
should
just
have.
overcast.
They should have had it take place in winter or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
because
like I haven't seen a blue sky in years, so I'm like, that makes sense.
But even when he's at the top of the world, he's literally at the North Pole.
Just any splash of color would
Well,
be nice.
yeah,
to
because
see.
it's always magic hour when he's at home, when he's
Yes,
in
exactly.
Smallville.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think.
gold
I think you
or
might be
gray.
right.
And so we cut to in one of his flashbacks, we find out how Pa Kent dies. So we're driving in a car. We're having an argument. You know, your classic family argument. He's like, "Yeah, I don't want to be your son anymore." Which is like kind of, it's a harsh
We've
one.
all-
Teenagers.
Dude, we've all been there.
We don't know how old he is. This is my question. Is is he in his 20s at this point? Is he he's probably a teenager.
I think it's a thing where it's like he's about to be out of high school.
okay.
Yeah.
Because that hair's really shaggy.
Yeah, it's that golden summer between high school and
Yes,
college.
dude, exactly. And it's like, I want to fucking go off and do whatever. And he's like, no, you're going to be a fucking super strong alien that works on my farm. God damn
Well,
it.
because his mane actually looks a lot like that of the Tom Welling or Wellington. I forget. What
Tom
was it?
Welling, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Welling.
It
He
does
actually
kind of
has,
look
yeah,
like
that
Tom.
shaggy thing
It's
going.
later in that series, Tom Welling.
Do you think
But this-
Tom Welling tried to bring a suit against this movie and then get out of here, Tom Welling? Just be lucky you got the money you got.
Henry
Get outta here, Tom.
Cavill is a beef Wellington.
I could have been one of Zod's guys. I could have done it.
Zod's
It just
God.
makes sense. I played Superboy for 10 years. Now I get to play Superman on the big screen.
Yeah, I think that thought crossed his mind.
Oh, it did. He lobbied for.
That's like-
No, did he?
for
Wow.
Superman Returns, at least he lobbied.
That's
yeah.
like Carson Daly just trying to get a late night show.
exactly.
Brandon
well, guys,
Routh-
I've been here forever. Why don't I just host the Tonight Show? It's right there.
Brandon Routh wanted to be in this movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He was lobbying
Of
for a while
course he
before
did.
Zack
Well, because
Snyder was like, no.
yeah, no.
What was that movie he had after Superman? Dex Dog Detective or whatever that thing
Oh,
was?
yeah. It's some dog. Yeah.
I
What?
saw
awful.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan
Yeah.
Dog.
Dylan
Dylan
Dog,
Dog,
there it
Dead
is.
of Night.
Yes.
That was.
Did
Fuck,
not-
you remembered the
Holy
subtitle?
shit, is that an episode?
I never saw it.
It is bad. It could be an episode. actually.
I always like Brandon Routh. He's on those like stupid the new CW show there
Huh?
playing the Atom.
What?
He's on the Challengers of the
Le-
Unknown or whatever.
Leg-
the-
Challengers of
Wait,
the
dude,
Legends
I
of
saw-
Tomorrow.
Legends of
I
Tomorrow.
saw-
well,
wait.
that's a thing I've heard of. Challengers of the Unknown.
Yeah, I was
don't
going to say, I saw that fucking ship blow up in the 80s.
know. That's what they want you to think, dude.
Release the memo. We'll figure it out. So he has an argument with his dad. Oops, it's Kansas, so there's a huge tornado.
Suck zone, baby.
Yeah. It's heading right for us.
Unrealized Superman identity.
So
Unrealized.
Pa Kent has to get all these sensors out into the fucking twister.
And then he has this really emotional scene with Clark. He's like, "You're always running into this tornado or that tornado, but you know, it's me. I'm right in front of you."
It was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it. He like Pa Kent himself sits back in that chair and puts his leg up and he's fucking hanging brain out of those khaki shorts.
Ma Kent's mashed potatoes. Let me tell you.
For some reason, Jamie Kurtz is in the backseat.
It is so fucking stupid how much of the movie Twister we remember.
It's a great
Great.
movie.
in there.
You guys remember way more than I do.
I remember Twister the Ride.
I didn't know that even existed.
Oh, you never went on Twister the Ride down in Universal Studios
Yeah.
in Florida?
They throw a cow at you.
There is, dude, so it's not a ride so much as it's like they herd you into a room and then like a stage.
Are you
effect show
allowed on
happens.
that ride if you have a high school education, or are you not?
I was like in the middle of high school, so like I don't know. They let me in.
He squeaked by.
It was awesome. No, oh man, I got to tell you about this. Quick side note about this Twister the Ride. It
Oh,
was great.
please.
It was more of a stage effect show type thing. You're standing there, you're watching this whole thing, and it's like the rain is like misting.
Oh, I hate those
because it's not like a
things.
water ride.
Yeah.
You know. So we're standing there, and I've had him come up on the show a couple of times. My father does not like a lot of things, including Disney World
Sure.
and this whole vacation we were on. And
Or
we're at-
getting wet because then the things start popping on his
well,
back.
get ready. And so we are at Universal Studios. We're on this ride, and we're standing there. The cow flies by, like the whole thing. My dad was standing under like a broken pipe thing or something. So we're all getting like gently misted on this whole ride, like, ooh, the tornado. This fucking broken pipe thing happens. This huge thing of water douches my father head to toe. Fucking the only one that got touched by this water. It was beautiful.
Was he furious?
Oh, he was. Oh, dude. And you could just see him stuffing
Oh,
it down.
Shit, he became the tornado.
You could see him stuffing it down. He's like, I'm not getting arrested at this theme park.
Well, that's why they had to close Universal Studios for 2 years to get rid of all the damage.
He was fucking pissed.
So Pa Kent, like, there's a lot of commotion, and the Kents get involved for some reason.
Well, they're stuck in traffic,
They're,
right?
yeah, they're stuck in traffic, and it's like, oh, good under the underpass. Which, by the way, I read on the IMDb trivia, it was like, that's a terrible idea. Like,
Well,
do
one fucking weather scientist posted it on there.
do not get under an overpass in a tornado. So he's like, get under the overpass, and then the fucking dog is left in the car. The dog, by the way, was probably 9 years old anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, you're not wrong.
So, and like Pa Kent is like, wait, family, I'm gonna go save the dog. And then like Clark Kent's like, hey man, I'm like, A, if I was human, I'm in really good shape and much younger than you.
Yes.
B, I'm fucking Superman and can move as fast as light.
Yeah.
So whatever. And like he's like, no, son, I don't know. Someone's gonna know who you are in this fucking tornado.
He's like, son, I told you Mulder and Scully are on the way.
Well,
Look,
it's about sacrifice, guys. You have to teach your son how important it is you're willing to die so that your son doesn't get fucking cut
What is he,
open.
Catholic? He has to be saddled with this guilt for the rest of his life?
You know what? Don't worry. The Twister's like a baseball throw away from me. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Me and Hank are going to get out of this.
So he saves the dog, and then like for some reason he can't. Oh, his leg gets caught or
The
something.
Twister drops another car on the car.
Oh,
and his
right.
leg, because he opens the door. He's like, come on, Puddles. And the dog's like scared and like hides under the wheel well. And so then he gets in the car to be like, get this fucking dog out of here.
Yeah.
And the dog runs out like, fuck you, shithead. And then the truck
See you
falls on
later.
him. Yeah. And then he gets his foot, the fucking foot caught thing. Like, come on.
But there's this last moment when Clark sees him. He's out of the car. He realizes he can't get back in time. And Clark's like, gives him this look like, dude, I can come get you.
Yep.
And he kind of waves him off like he's going to get caught by the umpire kind of a thing.
And here's the thing, Clark Kent. Just do it.
Just do it.
Because the end of the day, all that is another argument you'd be having anyway.
And also, dude, now you have it on your dad all the time. Like, oh, dude, you want to fucking give me shit?
Well,
Yeah,
I thought it was a beautiful moment because I would love to die in a similar way. I would just the way the shot's composed of like the storm comes in and he's just gone.
It's a good shot. I know exactly
Yeah,
what you're talking about. He holds his arm out like,
Yeah.
no.
Feet on ground until the Twister is literally around him.
well,
yeah,
it's a
he
little,
gets-
little
a
bit of
bit much.
it's a movie where we saw a space planet and
He's
someone
not a
flies.
space planet, though.
you don't know that.
Space Planet.
And then off screen, of course, the dog is dead probably.
Well, we cut back to present day. You better believe it's a different dog.
It's a new dog, of course. It's a
Dude,
new
it's
dog.
fucking Dylan Dog. Brandon Ruth is curled up in the corner of the room.
You gotta sleep on the floor, Brandon.
It's Brandon Ruff.
Well, I could play the dog. If does the dog need a voice?
Oh, really? You gave Brandon the dog role? Me, Tom Welling. I was asking for years to be the dog in Man of
Tom,
Steel.
in quotation marks, Scraps Welling. So
Scraps in more ways than one.
So Lois Lane is an intrepid reporter for the Daily Planet, so she wants to write this story. Perry White, played by Laurence Fishburne, to the chagrin of every racist in the country.
Oh my God. Wasn't it funny watching that pop up? This country's terrible.
It was 5 years ago. People were like, "Oh my God, Black Perry White."
It's so amazing because one, who gives a flying fuck about this character? Two, Laurence Fishburne is an amazing actor.
Absolutely.
And it's just, bro, I can't fucking believe it. The guy from fucking Morpheus is playing a white guy.
Yeah, and actually,
Just getting upset. I'm sorry. It's so stupid.
it's so stupid. Laurence Fishburne's a fantastic actor. Like, honestly, if Laurence Fishburne wants to do my biography, he's got my blessing.
Oh man, the Steve Zadak story starring Laurence Fishburne.
I would love to see that.
Gonna fucking superimpose that face on a little person's body.
So,
Yeah, you better run, fat boy.
so you were saying I just have to eat a lot of Doritos and watch TV? Okay.
People would protest, dude.
people would, yeah. The 5 people who know I am, they'd be like, "Hey, man."
No, they'd protest it. The movie's getting made.
Well, you could get really ambitious if you're going to do something like that. You could have Sweet Thai Chili was out back then.
Oh my God.
Man, I feel like Sweet Thai Chili's been with me at all times. I was born with a bag in my hand.
I was born in it.
I was born with that Dorito flavor.
So he puts the kibosh in the article because it's like, aliens, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean?
To be fair to Perry
And he's
White,
right,
he's
yeah.
like,
He's right.
this is a nationally syndicated newspaper and alien story?
We can get into the dynamics of the Daily Planet because it comes to nothing. Because these movies, and that's just one of the reasons I was excited about the sequel, because at the end of the movie, Clark Kent decides to be Clark Kent. He puts on the glasses. He's like, I got a new job at the Daily Planet. He must actually, forge documents or something. Like, how does he get this newspaper job? This is like the New York Times of Metropolis, essentially.
Yeah, that's tough. I feel like you are getting vetted,
Yeah.
part-time
He
camera person or not.
Killed a hitchhiker.
Well, I just kind of imagine, they're like, "All right, Kent, give me 3,000 words on this new trade deal," and he's like, yeah.
Well, is he reporting or is he taking pictures?
He's a reporter.
Oh, is he?
And
Yeah,
Clark Kent is an excellent reporter, as we all know.
I'm
Peter
with
Parker's picture, dude.
Oh, thank you.
I'm with Eric. I think it's a Don Draper job.
Well, yeah, but exactly what Don Draper figured it. I guess
You gotta fake a social security number.
Well, no, I think that's a
7.
I think that's all been taken care of already because, if he's in a public school system,
Oh, that's true.
As
So
a
the
kid,
father did it.
Pa Kent, dude, Pa Kent, farmer and master forger.
Exactly, because he was already on his 3rd life.
I'm just saying he doesn't have the journalism chops to work at the Daily Planet.
That's
How do
correct.
you know?
Because he's been a fisherman. He's been a bad fisherman his whole life.
My whole life, I wanted to be a bad fisherman.
Well, this new mayor's race is like a big piece of cod.
Well, thank you for interviewing me for this newspaper job, and my experience as a fisherman translates because I also worked as a fishmonger where we wrapped the fish in newspaper, so I gleamed the headlines.
I was actually on Deadliest Catch, and I had a lot of downtime to read.
Oh, a reality star? Well, shit, Clark, you could be president.
So, but this kind of comes to nothing because all of the parts I like about Superman aren't in this movie, unfortunately.
Who's the character that fucking Doug Stamper's playing
He
here?
plays,
and who does he become?
he's Steve Lombard. No, he's another.
the-
Thank you, Superman.
What, really?
He's just another character.
He's not
who's,
like the wet blanket one day.
no, he's just like a jerk that works at the Daily Planet. That's his character, and that's
good.
that's how this world is populated.
Awesome. That's so awesome.
There is no Jimmy Olsen. There is a character named Jenny. There was conjecture on the internet whether or not that's supposed to be. Blah, blah, blah.
It's a woman.
But what we learn is, no, Jimmy Olsen is shot to death in a foreign country.
Yeah, he's a tier 1 operator, man.
Is that in this
Tier
movie?
one?
No, it's in the second one.
Yeah, thank you.
In-
God,
oh,
I was like, shit.
It's in
did I
the
miss
second
it?
one, but you got to watch them their credits to fucking figure it out.
I gotta say that second movie is so bad.
It's so bad.
The way this ends, you're like, oh, I'm gonna get that traditional Superman movie now.
Yep.
Clark Kent's gonna be working at the paper. No, Batman's upset now.
That was the problem. That was the misstep. You needed Superman 2. You
Yes,
needed Man of Steel 2.
I would be totally okay with the Man of Steel 2. And
Fucking someone put Brainiac in a movie.
Thank you.
For fuck's sake.
You know, that video game that I was playing there for a while, Injustice 2, it's kind of an okay storyline, but part of it is Brainiac. And I was kind of dismayed because has he always looked like a green and purple Mr. Freeze?
Kind of, yeah.
Really? He's had that fucking mech suit?
Sometimes mech suits, sometimes not.
I would do it without the mech suit.
You could
Probably
do it.
cast Doug Stamper to become him.
That might be
He's got
good.
the look. Yeah.
It's like he gets a weird file at work. He's like playing Steve Lombard. He's like, Clark, what is this? And then he's just like, oh, no!
Yeah, the file folder eats him, dude.
Mhm.
Oh, he's bald. Brainiac should be bald.
Doug
He is
Stamper-
bald, right?
He'll work for cheap.
See, Superman only fights bald people.
Yeah. Well, look at that head of hair, man.
Yeah.
That quaff going up against an 8-ball, of course.
So, the ship has somehow signaled all of Zod's people to come back to Earth. They find it. One of the Kryptonian criminals was a bad filmmaker, I guess, because they cut together this like weird Nike commercial of like, "Are you Superman?
Yes, dude.
You, Superman, Superman,
It's totally
Superman."
a Nike
There's,
commercial.
there's so much graphics going on in this commercial.
I think I remember the campaign for Nike you're exactly talking about. Because
Yes.
I always remember being confused by it because I was like, does Nike want me to buy sneakers or become a spy? It was very weird. It was like, do you like the film The Conversation and sneakers?
But this is like, hey,
Or sneaking.
Also with Gene Hackman? Is Gene Hackman in
No,
Sneakers?
he's not.
he's
No,
in
what am I
he's
thinking
in
of?
Enemy of the State.
Ah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reference I should have used all along and not The Conversation.
Yeah.
Which
That's
is
all right.
they try to act like that's a sequel to the conversation, which fuck you.
Yeah.
You shit.
First of
Box
all,
that
there's
up.
no jazz music on that soundtrack. Then they remade it, quote unquote, with Jamie Foxx. What was that movie?
What?
Bait. Remember Bait?
What?
Oh, not
Oh,
in a
is
million
that? I
years.
didn't know. No.
Oh, I saw Bait in theaters. Actually,
No.
Bait might be an episode.
I've never
Okay.
heard of this. I
It's-
refuse to believe it exists.
If I'm remembering correctly, it's a movie in where Jamie Foxx is like the wrong man kind of thing, and there's a bunch of like surveillance shit peppered throughout the film.
Oh, and the kind of the pedophile guy from Punisher Warzone's the bad guy, I think.
Oh, okay.
Doug-
Doug,
Doug-
what's his face?
What's his name?
Stamper?
Doug, no.
Doug
Jones?
no.
Hutchinson?
Doug
Doug
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
Wow, nice.
Well, you know, Mr. White, catching a story is a lot like catching a fish. You know, it's you put your bait, which I think is your sources, on your hook, which I'm gonna guess is a typewriter. How much do I make
It's
at this job?
computers these days.
I spent a lot on these glasses. I thought they were pretty sharp.
Well, you're hired. So yeah, it's this big thing where it's like, hey, we know Kal-El or is on your planet. You have to give him up, or we will go to war with your planet and destroy it because we're Krypton and fuck you. And at this point, Amy Adams is kind of buddies with Superman. They have this conversation. He tells him about his dad. She's like, oh, it's so bad. And so like he wants to give himself up to the American. Oh no, this is the Catholic Church scene.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh man,
It's kind of stupid.
like we're told he's 33, which you know what that year is, right?
For those who don't, that was the year in which Christ was crucified.
Anyone hear
He
about
was that old.
they're making that fucking sequel to Passion of the Christ?
I saw that. I couldn't believe it, especially because there's some other fucking movie coming out. It's like
It's called Easter.
no, it's like Saint Paul or some shit.
Okay.
Some other
There's
fucking
Yes, the-
Samson. The
I mean, there's always-
Samson
there's
action
always-
movie.
No, but this is why I'm mentioning this. It's some fucking bullshit Bible movie that's coming out about some other motherfucker from that storyline and the same shared cinematic universe. But fucking Caviezel is in it.
Oh really?
And I was like, oh, isn't Caviezel going to play Jesus?
Yeah.
And he's just playing whoever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And then like literally a day later, it was like Passion of the Christ 2.
Well,
Caviezel
Now,
returns.
In Passion of the Christ 2, Caviezel is going to get the Easter Bunny in a headlock and force him to shit chocolate.
He's gonna break his neck like the end of this
It's
movie.
in the Bible.
Mhm.
I
guess
Cadbury 5:15. Look it up.
So I guess Jesus died, was crucified, and then 20 years passed and he became much older, and then he came back to Earth. Is that how that works?
Yes.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
I think
It's just
so.
basic Bible, dude.
I mean, shit. Yeah, are we gonna have to fucking de-age Caviezel to play
Possibly.
the Lord?
Probably.
well, the Lord's been through some shit, I guess. Right?
Yeah, he
Oh,
was
that's
through,
right.
He was through all that person of interest shit.
He's Gandalf the White now.
No, well, actually, that would be cool, right? It's like Rogue. Like Jim Caviezel comes out of that cave, and it's like the same Jesus hair, but like there's a white streak because it's been a traumatic experience.
And then
It
Pontius
was rough.
Ian McKellen plays Doubting Thomas. Like, well, I love what you did with your hair.
You know, if that was all in that movie, I'd watch it. I'm gonna watch that movie.
I
would
It's
watch John the Revelator with claws.
John the Revelator.
All right, so what
Beautiful.
happens in this fucking movie? They go to IHOP?
So
It's a big fight.
he said, well, he gives himself up to the American government. We get a bit of, I'm sorry, the Jesus scene. So it's him. He's talking to a priest. He's like, what am I supposed to do here? He's standing right in front.
Well, this is what
of the-
Pa Kent really worried about, that people would crucify him.
I thought he would be really worried that he'd become religious.
Well, I don't actually know that this is officially a Catholic church.
No,
by
no,
the way.
it's
He's
not.
just talking to a pastor.
Yeah.
or
Yeah, a
something.
reverend of some kind.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the collar, but
He's
that
got the
don't mean
collar. You
shit.
never know.
Yeah,
but
I mean, as long as he's got the collar, who cares?
so he gives himself up to the what do you call it there? The authorities.
The government. Yeah.
And he this is where he meets up with Chris Meloni. He puts Superman in handcuffs, which is one of Zack Snyder's fetishes because it's in at least two of these movies.
oh, him being handcuffed?
yeah.
Where else is he handcuffed? In BVS?
Isn't he handcuffed in BVS when he goes to court? Superman's big day in court?
Don't ask me to watch that again.
Yeah.
No, I think he just walks in on his own accord.
Oh,
Thank you
okay.
very much for being here, Superman. I'm glad we didn't have to come arrest you.
Would you like to drink some piss? It's also a fetish.
But he might be. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really stupid. But Superman's kind of great right here because Lois is like, handcuffs?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, whatever makes them sleep at night. Put fucking handcuffs on me. Who cares?
And then like literally the last hour of this movie is Rock'em Sock'em Robot. And like there's almost no story. I mean, there's a lot of story, but almost no story. Michael Shannon's totally wasted. He comes back with this black and gray goatee looking like a fucking out of work music teacher.
This haircut looks terrible, dude. He looks like me in the 10th grade.
No, turns out no one wanted to learn the saxophone.
You know, I used to be in Sevedo.
Oh, man, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Sometimes I DJ on the weekends.
Hey, you guys want to score some weed?
That was actually
I charge you 20% more because I'm your music teacher.
You know, one day, the Boo Radleys open for us.
He goes on to him and Lois get abducted by the Kryptonians for some reason. They're like, we want the woman. I don't know why.
She wants to go with him.
Yeah, no, but
but they demand it.
The tough Kryptonian lady who's like Feora R or something like that, whatever her character name is. Who, by the way, Gal Gadot was supposed to play that role. That she got pregnant. She's like, "Ooh, man, I'm glad I did that."
Wow, that's great.
Oh,
That
she would've
truly is
never
a
been one-
miracle child.
She would have never been Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot has children?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, Gal Gadot.
I think it's Gal Gadot. Yes, you're right.
Gadot.
Gadot.
Whatever.
But
Fucking
she
heathens.
she dodged that bullet.
Yeah, totally. Just being this fucking nothing character.
Mhm.
I think Superman like farts on her at the end of the movie. He pulls a fucking Terrence and Phillip move.
So now 75 9/11s happen in the movie.
And this is the origin
Yes.
of us saying 75 9/11s is referencing this movie.
Well, because the body count is relatively low at first, right? Like he goes on top, he goes to this planet, to this spaceship. There's a lot of business.
This is after a whole planet has exploded at the beginning of this movie. The
body
body
count's
count is
pretty
still
high.
relatively low.
Zod does a really bad job of trying to recruit Superman. He's like, "Hey man, come into this fucking dream world with me, where you're gonna see everyone turn into a pile of skeletons."
That's what I
And
don't
I'm like-
understand. You're trying to court this man. You're trying to romance him.
and he also brags about killing his dad too.
Yep.
Well, but he says, because Superman says, "Did you kill my father?" He says, "Yes."
Yeah, man.
And not a day goes by where it doesn't haunt me. Like
Oh.
he does say that.
Okay.
But then he's like, "And by the way, Superman, if you don't go along with this, you're gonna drown in a pile of skulls." No. Leave that out of the recruitment fantasy.
Exactly. Hey, man, it's awesome. You get to hang out. You get to listen to Kryptonian music. It's awesome. It's great.
You want to fuck your cousin? Come on over to Zod's side.
We got a lemon tree. We're fucking our cousins.
I mean,
It's
we can
great.
make some real good Krypton. You ever have Kryptonian chili? It's a little spicier than you got down there.
Turns your shit neon green.
It's also made of those flying things that your dad was on.
We're almost out of dragons for dragon chili. We got a couple frozen.
Those flying things. He doesn't know what like a bird is on Krypton.
But no, he does a bad job of trying to recruit him.
Terrible job.
This is when Lois escapes the thing. Russell Crowe shows back up, and this is a really stupid scene where he's like showing her how to escape and like shoot over there, shoot over there.
I'm totally okay with this. I think I was having fun. This breakout scene, I was like, "Oh, are you liking this movie again, fat ass?" Okay.
I didn't have that problem.
The whole
I
fucking
didn't mind it.
the whole
either.
fucking hide and seek thing with Russell Crowe, because that's his two scenes after the first thing is
Yeah.
him playing hide and seek in the first one,
Yes.
and then in the second one with her.
Yeah.
It's just fucking annoying.
He's a ghost. He's a fucking ghost. What do you want? Want
More.
to use a fucking doorknob? He's a ghost.
Or to maybe haunt.
Well, Marlon Brando played the role as a doorknob.
Yeah.
They'll pay $1
Classically.
million to be a fucking doorknob.
He's kind of doing a Brando impression a little bit, Russell Crowe.
What are
a-
you smoking?
A Brando in Superman. Like it's a very British, oh, hello. He doesn't say Planet Krypton, which I always loved about Marlon Brando. I think like Donner was like, actually, and then he's like, I'm not going to do that again.
Do you know who you're talking to?
It's like a planet-
Richard, sit down.
Planet Krypton. It's a great cadence.
It's Brando's is a titch fancier.
Yes, exactly.
Because you
This
see
was
Russell
just-
Crowe, he's fucking fighting.
This was just Russell Crowe to me, but I don't have the baggage of
Yeah.
the Phantom.
Well, also though, I mean, Russell Crowe's not British.
Yeah, he's Australian.
Yeah, well, he's
Well,
Britishing it up in this movie.
I didn't notice.
Amy Adams is plummeting to Earth on an escape pod.
Oh, right.
Superman escapes, does a little sign of the cross on the way
that's
out.
good.
I'm okay with this shot. I
Oof.
think it's a beautifully composed shot.
The thing about Zack Snyder, yeah, I kind of agree with Chris.
It would have
there.
been. Here's the thing: if they left out that fucking church shot, which you did not mention, even though you tweeted about it,
yeah. Where
he's
it's-
fucking standing in front of Jesus stained glass.
Yeah, he's like weeping on the rock there. It's
yeah.
like, come on.
If you left that out, and if you left out the fact that he mentions at least twice in this movie that he's 33 years old,
yeah.
I think that one thing standalone, it's totally fine because that's this character anyway.
Sure.
He's the savior of the human race. That's the Lord Christ.
There's 48 minutes of buildings falling down. We need to talk about that.
There's so much of it.
No, so they go down to Earth. They're like, there's a bit of recoupment time. Zod comes down. He's like, where the fuck is the Codex? And my favorite part is they start messing around with Diane and start shoving her, right?
Oh, sure.
And they find out that the Codex is not in the house, and fucking Zod throws a Dodge truck at the house.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
really good scene.
Oh, I love it.
You know
Like,
what, man? I am sick of this shit. I've been on. You know, I got those I got pins and needles in my feet from traveling for so long. I have not been to a hotel yet.
He's pissed off too because he just had to adjust to the atmosphere again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's awesome because she gets a good shove.
Mhm.
Zod shoves her,
Mhm.
and you're like, oh fuck, that's brutal. You got shoved by the super strong alien, and it's like, nope, cherry on top, truck through your house. Oof. And she's way too calm about this. She's like, it's just stuff, Clark. I was like, no, a truck was thrown through your house. It's okay to be a little upset.
And one of your precious dogs is likely dead now.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Worth
poor
more than your
Dusty.
husband.
Still, the dust man got it, dude. A truck fell on the dust man.
So now we start fighting. The Kryptonians are wearing masks because they're so not used to the idea is that it's a kind of an okay idea to how to even the score because there's so many Kryptonians and there's only one Clark. The idea is Clark has been on the Earth longer, so he knows how to hone his senses and
Right.
he's not seeing skeleton people and stuff and not getting such bad headaches.
Did you get headaches, Clark? I get such a bad headache.
Did you hear that Clive Owen was also in the running for Jor-El? Yet another famous role he just missed out on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that poor man.
You just feel bad for him.
Do you think he like puts on a tuxedo at home and does like the gun thing in front of the mirror?
No, he
Just
does the croupier thing.
It's just
Roll
him-
some die and shit.
Just flicks a card on the
Like, bust. Sorry, madam.
It's him alone in his house.
The closest I got was that Paul Giamatti movie, Shoot 'Em Up.
That
There
movie
was-
sucked.
That movie sucked. I saw a movie with him called Music and Words, which is the worst movie you'll ever see.
What the fuck is that?
It's
the one with
him
Binoche?
fucking Juliette
Yeah,
Binoche.
that's pretty bad.
He's a literature teacher and she's an art teacher, and they're trying to figure out what's more important, words or pictures.
Oh my god.
And there's like a lot of fucking. He's an alcoholic. Da 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 da. It's awful.
That sounds like art house trash.
It was exactly art house
Exactly what it
trash.
is.
So we're fighting in front of the IHOP. We see fucking Pete, what's his face, debase himself at IHOP because anyone would have to be the world's biggest loser in quotation marks to work at that fucking corporation.
Oh man, you know what I need though? I need this dude to piss them khakis.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I need to see. There is a great thing where like Superman gets thrown into the restaurant and then like they make eye contact.
Restaurant.
Oh, it's a restaurant. Pardon me. He gets thrown into the restaurant, and oh, you mean IHOP's not a
Yeah,
restaurant?
yeah.
Yeah, he gets thrown into this chain diner.
No. Shit factory.
Oh, right, of course, it's Shit Factory. And they look at each other, and he's like, "Oh, Clark Kent from high school."
Yeah.
and then he just gets back up and keeps fighting.
Which is, I mean, like, do you think that there was like a big IHOP meeting? It's like, all right, everybody gets to watch it. You get to watch Man of Steel early, and that's what you are. Now go back to work.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, get your fucking Grand Slam gag and barf and get the fuck back to work. I'm Fred IHOP, and I own your fucking family.
You only get to see the IHOP scenes. It's a 5-minute cut of the movie.
Oh man, and they definitely advertised it as like IHOP family corporate screening.
Oh, absolutely.
Bring everybody down,
We're
and
actu-
it's 5 minutes.
We're actually under the same umbrella as U-Haul, so you can see those scenes too.
No, you're right. A U-Haul truck goes flying in this
Did
movie.
you understand it? You're nothing. You're never gonna be anything. Good night, Fred IHOP.
I'm gonna take that moon over my hammy and shove it up your ass.
Do you want health benefits? See you at work tomorrow.
And to stop the tweets, I think that was a Denny's item.
Oh, you're right. You're totally right. Grand Slam breakfast and the moon over my hammy
Are
are both
both
Denny's
Denny's.
items.
Yeah.
You see where my loyalty lies with chain
You know
diners.
what? Fuck Denny's.
Dude,
I'll say it.
I am very picky about where I choose to shit my pants in public.
I went to a Denny's in Schenectady, New York.
Oh fuck, I know
And-
that place well.
Yeah. The eggs weren't cooked. They handed me like raw white egg.
No way.
Yeah, way.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because Denny's sucks.
Wow, dude, that
Well,
was the fucking
didn't
sunny
feel-
side down.
Didn't feel like having a Rocky breakfast.
Didn't eat it.
Did you
So-
send it back?
Yes.
Well, then you ate spit.
I just didn't eat.
Did you
And-
pay for it?
Yes, of course. I'm a human being.
All right.
So 75 9/11.
So yeah, I mean, like, really, it's just it's Superman versus Feora or whatever this lady's name is,
Yeah.
who's kind of a takeoff on not a take. Whatever. It's very much like Superman 2 now because there's a big beefy dude,
Right,
and
and
then
then
the lady who's
Yeah.
like tough lady.
Oh god.
But the
this is so-
scientist doesn't get in on it?
No, the scientist is upstairs engineering children. Yes.
these aren't characters.
No, they're
No,
not
At
characters.
least in
not at all.
Superman 2,
Yes.
you had an idea of these personalities.
Yeah,
like even the big guy had a personality.
Yes, he was like very childlike. She was like tough, and Terrence Stamp was Terrence Stamp. And I mean, you know,
That's what
the
you
funny
get.
thing is that I read some quote of Michael Shannon being like, it's really tough to step into Terrence Stamp's shoes. By the way, I don't like this movie. Did I ever tell you that? Like, he's like been so outspoken how much a fucking bullshit movie that he thinks this is.
Well, because he's a real actor.
Yes, exactly.
And he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
Like, you know what? You know what? Yeah, you can make fun of me for being in Man of Steel. You want to see my fucking Brooklyn condo I own because of that movie? Fuck you. I'm Michael Shannon, and I'm going to die better than you.
What's the punishment? I'm going to be in less of Batman versus Superman. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo's.
Didn't they make a puppet of
They
him?
did
It
make
was
a
a total dummy, but guaranteed because of fucking Crispin Glover, dude. The Glover Act.
Oh, shit.
You fucking paid for that dummy.
You're right. You're right. Well, you're right.
All right, we to the floor. We'll bring in the Glover Act, which will give actors residuals on their likenesses, whether in puppet or picture form, and bring back power to Puerto Rico.
Well, then I'm voting against.
Oh, those poor people.
So Perry White is on the ground.
Oh,
and
my God.
The ash is literally falling on the city.
I am falling a fuck asleep, man. And this is where the fucking the terraforming thing lands and starts fucking the planet.
You mean the world engine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oof. Michael Shannon yelling, "Start the world engine." Start the name it something anything else.
And like literally, like Eric said, this thing is fucking the world because it goes in and it goes out. It goes in and it goes out.
Oh, it's power
And
fucking
now
this thing.
in the Indian Ocean at the other point, I guess,
Yeah.
on the other side of the world, there's another device that's like, yeah. It's like some type of three-way with the planet.
Well, you gotta have something to catch it.
Initiate the Eiffel Tower.
Oh God.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, well,
that's
Eiffel
about
Tower.
right.
I forgot high school, but I think
The-
that's what that is.
And the Earth is a MILF. Mother Gaia, I'd like to fuck.
Yeah, we're very immature on Krypton, but that's how it works. That's why I have this shitty goatee. I live with my dad.
It's so bad. He looks like he's in a fucking Stained cover band.
All we had was heady Young Men records and Mad Libs.
Oh my God. What a house.
Look, you spend 300 cycles in a dildo, your humor becomes pretty blue, is all I'm saying. So, yeah, this thing is like cutting through the world. Poor Richard Schiff has to be like, oh my God, they're terraforming. And it's like, oh man.
In his head, he's saying that line, but in his head, he's just humming the West Wing theme song.
The military is trying to take this machine down, and they keep shooting missiles. And it's very clear there's some sort of force field because these missiles start going into buildings like that.
Yep, bouncing right off.
And
into
they
these
keep being like,
buildings.
well, shoot more missiles at it, man.
Well, it's the American military, man. We got to jam it in and get it done.
So they come up with a plan to like take the ship that Clark Kent came in,
Yeah.
and
Right.
jam it into this thing to create like a temporary black hole ?
Yeah, that's a big question mark.
To like suck in the
Bullshit.
Kryptonians or whatever.
It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
It really, it doesn't matter. He's
Also,
just going to kill them. That's
you
what's-
should make a black hole and just kill everyone, kill Earth, kill everyone in the
Well-
theater, kill me at home watching this on DVD.
Well, because the thing is, like, what Superman Returns got a lot of flack for was it being pretty dry. Like, there's no real physical threat. Like, you know what I mean? We had seen all those Spider-Man movies. We'd seen a couple of X-Men movies at this point, a couple of early Marvel movies. Like, people should punch each other, and that's what it should be. And I
Right.
agree, actually. Like, you should get a Brainiac in there. You should get
Yes.
another Kryptonian. But this is overload because the movie is 90 minutes of a movie and then an hour of nothing.
It's insane. It's like this huge Earth fucking thing is
Mhm.
just going on. You're watching this poor city be decimated.
Well, they hinge it on that, but the destruction the two world engines have been doing to the Earth, we're over, folks.
Yeah.
We're gone. We're
Yeah.
dead. We're all dead.
Yeah,
This
you
thing
can't-
fucking shattered the center of the Earth, probably.
yeah, like Superman shuts it off by
he
like just
punching it.
he pulls a Randy Quaid.
After hours of it going on.
Yeah, and that's really not addressed. in
Hey,
PBS.
boys, I'm back.
Remember me?
Yeah.
Superman.
So he destroys it, and then we're flying the Kryptonian thing. It's Meloni and Emil Hamilton, Richard Schiff, and Lois Lane. What is Lois Lane even doing on this thing?
No, well, she's trying to get the scoop, dude.
Yeah. Gotta be.
And-
She's getting that scoop. Also, the other
The female
Kryptonian lady.
Kryptonian comes
Because that
on.
other dude fucking bites it at some other part of the movie. I don't really remember.
Yeah, he just kind of dies. I mean, it
that
doesn't matter.
George Mirasan looking motherfucker.
And like the idea is like it's like, oh, these humans are finally getting it over on the Kryptonians, so like you're giving them something to do, but you're not really giving them.
No, not at all. Like this woman should just murder these people immediately.
And we're cutting back to like 9/11 imagery of Jenny being stuck inside some rebar, and like Perry White and Doug Stamper have to get her out of it.
Doug Stamper, living coward, by the way. This dude is ready to book it.
And I'm falling asleep at this point.
It's
been nonstop of seeing fucking glass fall.
And
yeah, you're totally right.
And as we're flying in, like Meloni had a thing with the lady earlier, like she was gonna kill him, and like there's some line about like a good death is, it's like some Worf line that they plucked.
Yeah. It's like good death is reward enough or something.
Yeah,
so
I don't know. It's some fucking Klingon ripoff.
He flies his fucking bird of prey into this world's engine.
Yeah, and this is what it's always bothered me about this. Chris Meloni decides to like make this call, perhaps today is a good day to die, and jams this thing into this other ship. He doesn't consult Richard Schiff or Lois about this.
They've got a bond. They know. At this
Richard
point.
Schiff is murdered, and he does not even see it coming.
Well, fuck him. Because that lady would have killed him, and the whole mission would have been whatever.
You get on that ship, you know,
acceptable loss.
Yeah. You get on that ship, you know what's going on.
Schiff sticks that Lego into the thing and like activates the whole deal.
True,
by the way,
yeah.
And Lois Lane falls out, and Superman,
which is crazy,
saves her. And this is the most tone deaf scene in any movie that's ever happened.
Yeah,
he saves her, and I mean, like, this has been like, it's your Lois and Clark, like, can you read my mind? You know what I mean? Like, we're flying around, and we land, and they just start making out, and literally, like, they only show
on
Jenny
a bed of skulls.
They really do. There is, and like Jenny, and like she's like, oh my god, he saved us. Like, he saved you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have been saved. There is an old lady in a bank with her fucking legs caught under a fucking vault, screaming for her life.
I don't need him French kissing when he's inhaling vaporized people.
That's true.
Like, they both are.
Listen, you never know when the moment's gonna strike, dude. And that's what those boner pill commercials tell you.
They should have it after an apocalyptic event.
The Justice League should have been about Lois Lane, Perry White, Doug Stamper, all of them getting like fucking like cancer.
Oh wow!
From like breathing in the asbestos, and the fucking computer dust and whatever else was,
and only a late night
buildings.
Comedian will fucking fight for their rights.
That's right. That's exactly right. Also, it would be great because here's a perfect moment to pull a Snyder, right? Like slow-mo it. They're just tongue kissing in the middle of the frame while like bodies are falling out of office buildings and just like slamming into this park
while someone's ant goes in their mouth.
But that's the thing too, is like it's not even that they're making out. Then they have like sexy banter where she's like, it's always downhill after the first kiss. And he's like,
yeah, we'll get fucked later.
And it's like, yeah, that's with human guys. I'm an alien. Make out more.
Yep.
And all of his super hearing is hearing he's hearing human misery 360 all around him.
No, he's not, dude.
Oh my goddamn leg.
He's learned to tune it out. He's just listening to one person at a time.
He's
Grandma, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe.
Oh
1,
my God,
2,
Lois
3,
Lane is so
breathe.
sexy.
If only
My arm's cut off.
I can't believe I'm kissing this girl.
Oh my God, my child.
Oh, she's so pretty.
Did it hurt when you fell to heaven?
No, but it hurt when that dude fell out of the 68th floor of the fucking...
shitting blood. It's unrelated to what happened, but it's...
Where's that God?
Yes. Dude, it just proves friends in high places, man. And this is where, like, the movies should be over with.
Oh my God, is it over with?
And then Zod stomps down in this fucking clearing, and I paused it 21 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And you can just fast forward because it's just a fight.
Let's just fast forward. He breaks his neck.
Yeah, they fucking fly into this bank.
He kills 100 more people in this fight. And
At
Superman
least.
does too, by body slamming him and stuff like that. Like, hey, Zod. Like, there's actually a scene in Superman 2 where he's like, he realizes the devastation and he's like, I'm going to take these dudes to Antarctica where there are no people. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that actually happens.
Yeah.
Here he's like fucking doing power slams at a fucking goddamn, I don't know, civic centers.
It's nuts. And
The JCC's doing a power bomb into it.
which is ironic because the night before they hosted an amateur wrestling tournament there. So yeah, they like go into this bank or some shit.
Yeah.
And he gets him in this headlock. And Zod at this point has developed the powers that Superman has.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he realizes that he has heat vision. And he's like, I'm going to kill these fucking human beings you love so much.
It's kind of suicide by Superman, right? Because he's just
It
like,
is.
you better stop me.
It totally is. Because Zod he has this big speech. Michael Shannon is like spitting on the camera about like, you destroyed the opportunity for the Codex. Like you killed our people. I have no people. I have nothing left. So yeah, it's suicide by Superman.
Yeah, he knows.
He's gonna fucking. And by the way, this is really stupid. Like these people in this bank just run. They're just like cowering. Like,
and also,
no.
what are they even doing there? The fucking world is on fire. Get to your homes. Get to an evacuation center.
Evacuation center? Stop. This whole thing happens in 35 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
There's nothing to be done about this except accept your death.
So he's like lasering towards these children, and Superman has nothing to do, and he breaks his neck, and then he cries about it. And you know what, man? Fuck you, movie. I mean, in a series of fuck you movies. Fuck you movie.
This is a big fuck you.
Superman doesn't like Snyder's thing that he said publicly was like, oh, this is where he developed his I will never kill thing. Which you don't, but that's the thing is like, if this is the beginning of the movie and that's what happens, maybe, but this doesn't get any weight. Like he screams, he cries, and then the last
he buries
scene,
his face in Lois's crotch.
and then the next scene he's just kind of flirting with Harry Lennix and the movie's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of it. So
like there's no like I gotta go away for a while. I can't believe I killed that guy.
Yeah, like
he's
even,
just like cracking jokes.
And are we not just counting the huge blood sacrifice every time you fucking get hit by Zod into a building?
yeah,
like I mean, he really has killed hundreds of.
They're flying into offices and stuff.
I mean, Superman is a really strong believer in collateral damage, man. You know what? Sometimes shit happens.
But Schwarzenegger's gonna get him. Schwarzenegger's gonna fucking get him.
That's what the S is for, man.
I mean, that's kind of what Batman versus Superman is. Like, oh no, you killed my family. They want just collateral damage. You're collateral damage now, Superman.
Dude, I was looking around. I couldn't find fucking Wayne Tower collapsing in this movie.
There's a Wayne satellite at some point.
There's a Wayne
Luther truck.
The Luther truck. The Luther truck is really. This is an egregious moment. Just in that fight, Zod throws this like dual tank Luther Industries truck at him.
I thought it was fun until I realized, oh shit, that's fucking Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah,
not John Malkovich, Jesse Eisenberg.
It would have been fine, except then of course this thing has to explode, and then the parking garage that it's thrown into has to collapse around Superman.
It's mirthless. It's the entire thing is mirthless.
So,
it's mirthless, Scully.
Are we done yet?
I mean, that's kind of it. That's the movie. I mean, like he tells the, like he's like, hey, I'm gonna be on my own terms. Talk to you later, Harry Lennix. And Harry Lennix goes, wow, I get the last line in the Superman movie. Pretty good for me. Pretty good day.
And then the last line in the Superman movie, he's working for the fucking planet.
Oh, that's right.
Man.
He comes in and he's like, yeah, I want to keep
the job. She does have the good line, Clark Kent, welcome to the planet. I do like that setup. I think it's a nice little blackout line.
I mean, again,
it's
like
cute.
this movie, the weird thing is this movie kind of starts. This was kind of greenlit after those Nolan movies. Nolan's an executive producer. This is kind of in the mold of a Nolan movie in the sense of like it's totally self-contained. We have little nods here and there, but it's like it's going to be a dark, milky white, weird gray world, and that's where Superman's going to live. And then what fucked this whole franchise was oh shit, the Avengers was huge. Like, 'cause this is greenlit, like it comes out a year after the Avengers, but obviously like this was being made while they didn't know what Avengers was.
Right.
So they're like, oh, we got to get everybody in the next movie. It's got to be Batman, Wonder Woman, etc.
Failure. Yeah. Also, those Nolan Batmans, I just rewatched all three of them, as I've said earlier. Like, they, as dark as they are fucking way funnier than these movies. Yeah. Way fucking funnier.
Because it's Nolan and it's not Zack Snyder. Like you get anybody else in here with Cavill, you've got something. You got something.
Anything. That's it. Would anybody recommend this to people who haven't seen it for some reason?
This is the second time I've seen it. I will hopefully never watch it again. It's almost the first hour and a half is a hangover movie. The second hour is not.
That's what I was going to say.
It is a hangover.
I think it's a hangover movie. I would recommend it as that. So it's a light recommend. I say, watch the first half, fall asleep to the next half, and then wake up and order some food.
That's exactly my opinion on this movie to the letter. I realize I've actually seen this movie 3 times now because it was in theaters. I rewatched it the night before we saw BVS.
Oh.
And fucking fell asleep and didn't finish.
I was high at a party and I had the sound off. It was pretty fun.
That's a good way
That
to
would
watch
be
it.
working. Yeah, avoid
That's
this, by the way. My opinion, avoid this.
Yeah.
Altogether?
Straight now. Straight now.
Huh?
Straight now?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Don't
Not even
watch any of
hungover?
it. No.
Yeah, I've got my rankings. Superman 1, Superman 2. Then you're going to go with...
Oh, God, the whole fucking
Superman Returns.
I'm
I'm
not ranking them.
I know, it's fine. I'm just letting everybody know where I'm at.
All right.
Superman Returns. Then you go Justice League. Then you go this. Then you go... then you go Superman 3, Superman 4, Superman 3. Then this. Then BVS.
I'll make it easy because I do want to participate. That's would be my exact order. I agreed with everything you said.
I think it's Superman 1, Superman 2, Superman Returns, Superman 3, Superman 4.
Some of those old cartoons from the 40s.
Justice League, I guess.
Yeah.
Then Man of Steel, then BVS.
I'll vote present.
That's Man of Steel from 2013, directed, of course, by Zack Snyder. Thank you so much for continuing to support our Patreon endeavor. Until next time, I'm Andrew Jupin.
Steven Sadak.
Chris Cabin.
Eric Siska.
Take it easy.
That was a HeadGum podcast.